Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello, people, and welcome to Footy Judgment. Welcome to Counter View on Thursday, of course. Man City smashed Pep Guardiola's suicide tactics. He is a fraud this season. He's absolutely a fraud. His tactics are not working. He got smashed at Madrid. Could have done better. He could have actually won the game without a shadow of a doubt. But he is the one who's sabotaging this Man City team. Not everyone. Not Gay, not Diaz, not Haaland, nobody. It is Pep Guardiola in this game. Chelsea, 15 minutes of hell, of course. Players are throwing balls at each other. Of course, Enzo Fernandez, the great captain of Chelsea Football Club, actually criticizing his goalkeeper publicly on the pitch. But listen, 15 minutes of hell. Me and Paz had a discussion, an argument, and yelling match yesterday about Chelsea. Do they deserve any praise? Of course, Chelsea for the 70. We had an argument yesterday. And do Chelsea deserve any praise for the 75 minutes, or football is 90 minutes? And they should be absolutely, whatever, you know what I mean? Chelsea.
Where's Ram? Where is Ram?
He's joining us. The problem is,
get your ass on this show. Get your ass on this show.
He's joining. You know, the problem is Liverpool and Arsenal. Like, listen, Arsenal drew 1-1, which is, we talk about Arsenal and stuff.
We're not talking about Arsenal. Shame. If Arsenal get knocked out next week, then we'll talk about Arsenal. Yeah, they drew a game that they probably should have lost. I don't think that was a pen, but
yeah.
No.
I don't want. Well, furthermore, don't you even. Hold on.
Hold on. Why are we on the bottom? Why are we on the bottom? Why are we on the bottom?
How dare you?
Don't change us.
And you don't want to let him get away with
that.
You absolute bum. Put this bum below me. Don't put this bum above me. This bum. Put this bum below me.
This is not A-listers. There is no above. There's no below.
Put this bum below me.
Paris ain't for everybody, pal. Paris ain't for everybody.
Why are you? Okay, hold on. Touchline. Why do you have to be up? You're not even in the competition, bro.
Yeah. Put him like far to the right. Put him in the chat.
Just put this bum below me.
I'm not getting embarrassed in the competition. You know what I'm saying? In Europe, I am embarrassed.
Guys, wallah al-azim, I want to understand. What are we starting with?
Mo, I don't want to be below him. I'm actually not having this. Put this guy.
I want to start with Liverpool. But I think we should start with Chelsea.
Thank you.
No.
Respect me.
Paz, come on. I need to be up there, but I can't. A guy can't lose 5-2 and be on the top row.
Wow.
He can't hold 5.
Wow.
He can't hold
Absolutely
5. Wow. There we go.
Why did you invite this guy to the show, Mo? Why did you even invite him?
Balance is restored.
And guess what?
Can we stop the fighting?
But these are practically on it either.
I need to intro the show. Stop the fighting, guys. Hit that like button. I want to start with Chelsea. Actually, I want to start with Chelsea. Okay, let's start with Chelsea.
Okay.
And we want to start with Man City. We'll start with Man City.
If we start, hold on. We're not getting.
No,
I've got one more request. One more request before you continue. I don't want this guy touching me. Can you move him away from me?
Can we guys just get like?
I'll wrap my arm around you, Paz.
I don't want this guy touching me. I don't want them lurgies on me, bro. I just don't want him touching me.
It's
disgusting.
Bro.
We can start.
Okay, let's start. Okay, whatever, guys. This is gonna be. Let's start with Man City. Actually, let's start with Man City. Yesterday, definitely, it is Pep Guardiola's fault, which is something that I've been saying all season.
Oh, you jinxed it. You did all that chat on the last show about Donnarumma signing of the season, and he went and produced that. That Edison impression that he pulled out last night was shameless.
Wait, you think Edison's a bum? You think Edison's a bum? Yeah.
Nah, but Donnarumma was sprinting out of his goal like he had the Edison DLC.
Well, listen, you're not gonna skip good. You're not gonna skip good Donnarumma when your manager is telling your guys to play Ange Postecoglou high line on the halfway line. We're not gonna do this, right? Your manager yesterday had every single tool to win against Real Madrid. Real Madrid was not even great. You gave them all the chances. You gave them the chances. And that is what we keep saying. John Obi Mikel yesterday saying that this is the time where Pep is going to press the button and they're going to win every game. Then, they go to Real Madrid and lose 3-0, bro. This is embarrassing,
that guy hates Arsenal. Like, he hates Arsenal so much. It doesn't allow him to think properly.
He hates everybody.
No Mbappe, no Bellingham, no
I honestly believe if they had a full-strength team, we would have actually played better.
They were missing $1 billion worth of players. And Valverde on the wing. They had Arteta and Valverde on the wing. Vinicius Junior and Brahim Diaz as a front two striker. And you got pumped. You got humbled and embarrassed.
A man said, hold on.
You have actually put English to shame.
Did you hear what he said? A man said if they had a better team, they would have done better.
I genuinely think it was an arrogant performance from our players.
See, this is why I don't like you, Mo, because you let people say anything. You let
what did he say? Who said what?
He just said if they had a better team, they would have done better.
Because I genuinely
a lot
believe
of crap. It's not even to be honest with you. It's not even. This is to be honest. What Nate just said doesn't even require my attention. The man said if they had a better team, they would have won. And then I need to respond to this.
I didn't say we would have won. I just think we would have put in a less shameless. I think we would have put in a less shameless performance because it was an.
What do you mean? That's your manager.
So if you had
manager,
hold on. So if you had Mbappe running at your high line rather than Brahim Diaz, you would have done better.
That's not what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
So if Mbappe was there instead of Brahim Diaz,
it would have been completely different. I think. I don't.
Why would the setup be different? Why would the setup be different? Your manager is arrogant. Your manager, Pep Guardiola, is arrogant. He's like, I'm gonna play this way of football, even though I don't have the personnel for it, bro. My nephews, bro, knew that Real Madrid, if Man City play a high line, they will play long balls and they will play behind the high line. Everyone knew this, but your manager.
The problem wasn't even 100% the high line. It was how the high line was deployed. If you actually looked at the defensive line, right, Kusanov is defending wide. Then you've obviously got.
He had a good game on Vinny Jr. He had a good game.
You've got Diaz and Gahey in the middle, and then you've also got O'Reilly kind of chilling as like a third centre back, giving Trent, Diaz, and Valverde free roam of the right hand side to just do whatever they want over there. O'Reilly's not picked up, and then the ball comes long for Courtois for that first goal. O'Reilly's ball watching. He's not got a clue that Valverde's there. That whole game, Valverde was not marked. It was like he was transparent. It was like he was a ghost. No one could see him. Like, no one got close to him. The only time any of our players was close to Valverde was when they were getting dispossessed by him.
I'm actually
I went to sleep last night and he was in my nightmare.
Yeah, I mean, we're not doing. I don't want to do that. I just want
maybe Pep should play a left back at left back.
Maybe.
That's completely unfair. Why would you play a player in his position? That's completely unfair.
I don't know.
Mo, you need to get control. You need to get control of your show, bro. Get control of your panelists, because that is absolutely absurd thing to say. Why would you play someone in the position that they play? That makes absolutely no sense, bro. You're miles off it, and this is why you're not a manager, bro.
This is why he's ruined the sport. This is why
I
he's
keep
ruined
feeling
the
my
sport.
badges,
He's made, and we're going to get onto that bum Liam Rosenior as well later on, because we're going to talk about him, because he's just another breed of that generation, that absolute bum generation that Pep Guardiola has infested in this sport and ruined the sport and killed my football. Do you get what I'm saying? It's actually going to take 15, 20 years. Maybe even.
I said this. Pep has ruined ball, and you know what the worst part about Pep ruining ball is? You lot breaded him on all the way from the beginning to the top. You lot was always talking, oh my God, tactical genius. I love the way the centre-backs are passing it around with the CDM for 70 minutes of the game. It's so beautiful, the way they keep the ball. You lot were breading him for the last 15 years, bro. You lot were all breading him. And now, because now you're seeing what comes from that, the natural transition from everyone do what you want to Pep, now it's going to more terrorism. People didn't realize that Pep was the beginning of terrorism, bro. This keep the ball terrorism was always going to create, okay, we can't compete with keep the ball terrorism. The only other terrorism that is left to do is without the ball terrorism. And now everyone, bro, look, if you watch the Leverkusen game, these men had a back eight with 2 people chasing the ball. And this is all, I promise you now, this is all a domino effect from the guy that you lot absolutely love. Some of you lot have hung Pep pictures on your wall because he's this messiah to you lot. But for me, he ruined football. He's ruined countless creative players. Some of the players that you lot love, like Yaya Toure, who he sent packing. You know, I'm not gonna go through 1,000 years of Pep history, but you don't know the players that he came to Man City, discarded, went to Bayern Munich, discarded a bunch of players. He even started doing this inverting shit. So there's even more players in the midfield to pass it around in a circle. And then eventually, Man City would come and do what he does. Messi will come and do what he does.
He won the league. He won the league in England 4 times, bro.
He won the league being a terrorist. He won the league being a terrorist, bro.
That brand of football, pass. I don't like it. But it wins you the league. It does win you the league. However,
yes, but that's all you don't care about now is winning. That's what you care about.
However, I said it in the beginning of the season. This is the first time Pep Guardiola started the season when his team is not the best team of the league. It's the first time in his career. This is Barcelona day. It's the first time. Why?
2016.
2016, 2017. Yes, 2016, 2017. But about the game yesterday, I think that Real Madrid had no business actually winning that game. Man City, they had all injuries. Man City had the tools to win it. Him choosing Savinho over Shirky or Foden, and by the way, Phil Foden is forgotten man now. He's not even in the picture. He didn't even get a minute on the pitch.
Let's stop talking about him as a superstar anymore.
Yeah, it's done for like until he comes back. But Pep Guardiola, is this? I'm gonna ask you something. Is this the Pep Guardiola that is gonna chase Arsenal to win the league?
No, it's the Pep Guardiola that's going.
The way that Guardiola is that the Pep Guardiola that is gonna pack? I want to ask a general question. Is that the Pep Guardiola that everyone in the media is saying Pep Guardiola is going to pack Arsenal at the Etihad? Is that the same way? Highline?
No,
same way?
The only reason, and I've said this for quite a while because I haven't been impressed with our performances a lot this season. The only reason we get put in title race talk is off of reputation over the last few years and not actually like ability. Like people throw out these buzz terms like, oh, City are going to go on an unstoppable run. But we're not. Where are we seeing that we've got the facilities to do that?
You do have the facilities.
No, but I'm not talking about.
You do have the players.
We have the assets. We have the.
Mo, you're not allowed to say that. Mo, you're not allowed to say that because you literally said a couple months ago that Man City won't be in the title.
You literally just said like 2 minutes ago.
2 months ago.
Because Arsenal let them in.
On the football terrace, you said Man City.
Because Arsenal let them in. Because Arsenal let them in.
Exactly where Man City should be. Their squad was never going to be good enough to win the league.
I never said that until they signed Semenyo and Gay, bro.
Either way,
what are you talking about?
Either way, you could predict they're going to sign top players in Jan. At the end of the day, their squad. I
didn't know that they're going to sign these 2 players.
This was before Semenyo and Gay. This was before any news about Semenyo.
You're not going to tell me that he has. If you go and look at the bench that Pep Guardiola had yesterday, that's a bench that should be good enough to compete in every competition. Every competition.
By the
way, I still think Man City currently as it stands in the league are where they're supposed to be.
Can I
finish that? The number of points they have, Man City now, is literally a third, a fourth. It's the number of points that they have today. equals a team that will finish third or fourth. The problem is Liverpool. The bums are not doing what they're supposed to do, right? That's the reality. Liverpool are falling off. That's that. Even Liverpool fans will tell you this, right?
Yeah.
Liverpool fans will tell you this. Liverpool are not supposed to be on that many points. They're supposed to be higher than this. Arsenal are dropping points. So Arsenal are, listen, they are giving City hope. They are letting City in. And City are doing what exactly I expect. City got a better squad now. So Pep have no excuse now to do a better job with the team that he has.
Can I be honest about the game yesterday, Mo? About Madrid. Honest to God, Fede Valverde won them the game. I mean, it's literally he was the only guy.
I don't understand.
No, because
that is.
So how is that?
Great analysis, buddy.
What do you mean by this?
he was the only guy that I thought was actually going to do something. Vinny Jr. didn't. Vinny Jr. when he had the ball looked okay, but
Brahim Diaz and Arda Güler looked very good.
Yeah,
the
but
guy,
Brahim was a bit
Ram. The guy in the middle that I
don't know why you're name. We're gonna get onto you, buddy. We're gonna get onto you, buddy.
Touchline. Where were you? Where were you? Why is touchline here?
Wait, like this on the chair.
No, Mo. Why do we have a man here? Why do we have someone that's not even here?
Anyway, see guys,
what, are you going to do any better? The last time you won Champions League, you got knocked out of the group stage.
It was Ram again.
Last time I was in Europe.
Again, you said, guys, who is Man City? It's Manchester City. It's Pep Guardiola. Focus.
Who's bringing up Liverpool, Mo? I didn't bring him up.
Touchline.
Yeah, but you asked it. No, but he asked touchline what he was doing.
If he slaps me,
I don't like your smile right now.
If he slaps me, then I slap him back.
I want you to be
Ladies and gentlemen,
if he slaps me, then I slap him back. Is that not what happens?
No, you don't get to slap anyone back. Galatasaray slapped you and you did nothing. They slapped.
Brother,
That's what they did to you. You did nothing.
Brother, the last time you won the Champions League, didn't Galatasaray slap you at home at your own game?
We actually
I'm sorry,
guys. I swear to God, I just woke up.
Okay, we're gonna.
I just woke up.
Why there's a man here? I don't know why there's a man here.
We're not gonna go to Liverpool, guys. We're not gonna go to Liverpool. Just calm down.
I don't know why there's a man
Manchester City yesterday. I don't think that this Real Madrid is gonna win the competition at all. They aren't. I think the next round they're gonna get knocked out.
I wasn't truly impressed. I think the only guy that impressed me was Valverde.
Well, yeah,
Courtois had a very good save, even though he kind of put himself in that own situation. It was a very good save. But everyone else, I think Rudiger was a bit. I've seen Rudiger play better. I've seen Højlund play better. Trent was okay. Funny enough, Trent. At times on the ball, he was a bit like, really? Do you have to do that? Trivela, do you have to do that long ball? Play it simple. Mendy
don't
was
hate
atrocious.
on Trent. He was very good on the ball. Don't hate on Trent. He was so composed.
No, he was good.
No, hold on. Trent was good off the ball because I didn't see Doku all game. So we're saying both sides.
Actually, by the way,
he was good. Didn't see Doku all game.
Actually, by the way, Doku yesterday is the only guy that played well for City. Only one played well for City.
No, that is
only one that
is
played well
true.
For City.
What did he do?
He literally got past his man every time, kept the ball, put multiple crosses in the 18. Nobody from City were moving. Haaland wasn't moving. Nobody was crashing the 18. Everyone was outside the 18.
By that logic, then Trent was horrible at defensive because Doku's bad.
Hold on. Yeah, of course, Trent was not good. Okay, we know Trent yesterday was not good defensively. There is a reason why he got two players sprinting every time Doku got the ball because they cannot leave Trent one-on-one.
Fede
Valverde and the young kid. What's his name? I don't know his name. The young kid.
Patriarch.
The young kid.
Yeah, I'm on a
Patriarch.
But he was the one on the camera.
Say hello,
Yo.
Hi.
Like Doku. If you want to get on players, you get on the guy that had the striker that had one touch in the 18. If that was Eucharist, if that was João Pedro, okay, if that was anybody else, people would get onto him. Erling Haaland. You want to get Semenyo?
Haaland is shit, by the way.
Mo, can I ask you a
Haaland
question?
yesterday was not existent.
Mo, can I
Stop
ask you
saying yesterday. This whole year, Haaland has been
Mo,
wank.
can I ask you a question?
Go ahead, ask me.
Do you think a player of like Haaland, who's built like a machine, do you think he could last like what Lewandowski, Benzema, Harry Kane is doing right now? Do you think he could go? Do you think he could last?
Yeah, because he's getting better. The problem is the tactics of Pep Guardiola. The problem is smothering the opposition and not letting him have any space and not passing him the ball. He actually didn't get any chances yesterday. He didn't get any actually passes in the 18. He literally had to drop to actually just touch the ball, and he completed 3 passes. If this guy plays, I'm gonna give you an example. If this guy plays for Chelsea yesterday with the amount of spaces that PSG had behind, Erling Haaland would have had a field day. He would have made runs. The problem yesterday is that Pep Guardiola is using his striker. He's not giving him any chance because he doesn't have any support from him. By the way, similar for Eucharist yesterday. I got a screenshot for Eucharist yesterday, being around 5 defenders by himself in the 18. Of course, he's not going to get a chance. Yesterday, Haaland was by himself. It's Pep Guardiola. Pep Guardiola is the problem yesterday. There's no doubt about it. Yesterday, it's Pep Guardiola. Some players
I don't know if I 100%
this.
agree with that, Mo, because Haaland, ever since he got Norway that qualification to the World Cup, I just haven't seen any hunger in his game. Like when coming into
we're saying World Cup tax.
Coming into like when they would like the start of the season and going through qualifiers, we all know he was doing a madness in the league and in qualification. Madness. But as soon as they qualified, I just haven't seen. Like the performances have dropped off from him. I've watched countless games where he's missed chances he wouldn't usually miss. I feel like he's not as proactive in the box as he once was, and he's more wanting the ball to drop to his feet than he is attacking where the ball is going to land or potentially bounce in the box. Like, it's not just Pep's tactics. Pep tactics is one thing, but I just don't think Haaland is fully applying himself the way he was at the start of the season. And that's why.
Go ahead.
And obviously with Marmoush being injured and then going off to AFCON, he's played a lot of football as well. There's lots of different aspects to it, but personally, I don't think he's applying himself to his full ability right now. And I do think Marmoush should probably.
Can I ask you guys something? And I asked Hamza this yesterday. How long does Pep get? Another season? 2 seasons?
He gets as long as he wants. Let's not be crazy. He gets as long as he wants.
Pep is more than what Man City will ever deserve, so they can never fire Pep in their life.
You can't
say that again, Paz.
Pep 100%. Is more. You see, Pep, Pep's history is bigger than Man City's. You could never in your life fire a manager like Pep. Pep is everything. Pep is Man City now. If Pep goes, whoever comes in is just going to be Pep's idiot. It's like whoever came after Alex Ferguson. Pep is your dad. You lot don't even remember the managers that came before Pep. Pep is everything your club.
Hey, big up Mark Hughes.
You lot could never in your life go and fire Pep Guardiola. It doesn't even make sense, bro. It's like a millionaire working at Tesco.
So what if he finishes the season? What if he finishes the season with no trophies this season?
Doesn't matter. He has 5 years of no
What are you trying to get here, Murray? He can never ever get sacked.
There are managers who just simply cannot sack.
I'm gonna give you something. If Lewis, I'm gonna give you a hypothetical. If Luis Enrique is available in the summer for Man City, will you part ways with Pep?
No. Luis Enrique is basically Pep. He's just Pep.
If Luis Enrique is available, should Man City part ways with Pep and get Luis Enrique?
No.
Fair enough.
I think it would say a lot.
Even if Luis Enrique is twerking his bum for the City job, which he isn't, by the way, he's going to be a Man United manager. I'm predicting that now on this show. He's going to be Man United's next manager. Even if Luis Enrique is twerking his bum for the Man City job, they can never sack Pep. They can never ever.
Okay, fair enough.
He's done too much for Man. He's got them saying the things they say. They think they're a big club now. They still can't fill out their stadium. They think they're a big club. That's what he's done for that football club. So
have Messi ever sold that stadium out?
He can.
I want to actually go into something else, but afterward, let me do this. I don't like you, Mo. Thank you, the man. Thank you, man.
That is a top super chat. Big up that super chat.
Thanks, man.
My favorite super chat.
Semenyo in the 10 and Savio starting F off. That's Pep Guardiola yesterday.
Don't even get me started on Savinho.
Elite Mikel Owen take from Ram there. Yeah, elite Mikel Owen. The players of Man City. Who's good at Man City actually? In you guys' opinion, who's actually good? Who is actually good? I mean,
all of that. Foden's good, Cherky's good, Haaland's good, Rodri's good.
They have no shit players.
He's good.
Really?
I don't know about none.
Who's shit at Man City?
If you do a combined 11, if you do a combined 11 against anybody,
no.
Why is he choosing Kovacic?
Stop. If we did a combined 11 of Real Madrid's team yesterday and Man City's team, I guarantee you, Man City's team, there'll be quite a few players compared to the Real Madrid team.
Yeah, Man City's team, most of them will get in, of course.
That's not even a question.
Exactly.
It's not even a question. Yeah.
What we're doing here. We're not comparing Real Madrid's best team.
Man City have probably got the best starting 11 in the league.
Bro, Man City have the best everything in the league. They got the best starting 11, the best squad. They got the best everything. We're not talking about whether they got a good enough squad or not. It's down to you lot just playing like a bag of shit.
It's just down to Pep Guardiola playing suicide football because he's played that same system a few times. He's never won. He done it against us and got battered. Rodri got battered. He couldn't do anything against Anfield.
The way I sum up,
he did it last week. He done it against Bodo. He plays that single pivot and it gets battered. Rodri cannot. Rodri's never played single pivot in his life. He's always had a John Stones or someone else next to him to cover for him. Yeah, and he does it again and again and again, and it keeps losing. He's delusional. This is exactly why I can't stand this suicide football. Are we gonna listen? We're gonna, as I said, we're gonna get on to Chelsea. I'm gonna talk about their manager. This suicide football has absolutely killed the sport. Do you get what I'm saying? Someone like Arteta is looked down upon because he plays a bit more scared. No, it's called smart, mate, because he understands the level of his players and the level of the opposition he's playing against. Pep Guardiola thinks he can go to the Bernabéu and play 70% of the ball and have his centre-backs on the halfway line and start playing, look, guys, get in the half spaces, guys. No. Do you get what I'm saying? Just go there to the Bernabéu and just try and stink out a 1-0 win. That's what you have to do. Try and stink out a 1-0 win.
They did at the start of the season. They dominated them. That's the thing.
They could have never gone stunk out.
Pep Guardiola.
There we go, bro.
Had every thought to dominate.
If they pulled up and played negative against that Real Madrid team, I would have thrown up, bro. I actually would have. I would cut, even if you won that and played negatively, I would come here and
playing negatively at the Bernabéu is a risk.
I'll be talking.
Is it better than what they've just done?
I'm not sure,
brother. They had every. It could have been a lot worse. We don't know.
Yeah, it could have.
By the way, Ram is just openly live. By the way, on the panel, Ram said that they did that at the Bernabéu. They actually had less possession last time they played at the Bernabéu, mate. So you just lied.
I'm literally looking at it right now. 10th of December 2025, they had 54% possession.
No,
and a lot
Real
of
Madrid had 52% possession.
Hang on. I'm sharing my screen.
Can we get an independent regulator? Independent regulator.
I'm on Google.
I've got it right here. Get your independent regulator. I've got it right here, bro. I've got it right here. 52% possession to Real Madrid.
No, I share my screen.
Guys, that's a very easy thing to check. It's very simple. Like, it doesn't need all of this. Real Madrid had more possession than Manchester City in the game. It's very simple. We don't need to change anything, right?
Brother, I am literally looking. 10th of December 2025.
Ram, don't be wrong and strong. I checked SofaScore. I checked form. Don't be wrong and strong. It's fine.
It's right here. It's right here.
If
you allow me to share my screen, share my screen, Mo. Share my screen.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's not the point. What is your percentage again?
54 to 46.
That still isn't what I said anyways, because I said 70% possession, which, around them.
All the shots that they had were literally off target because they were pot shots from distance.
And yesterday they had 60% possession. So that's what I'm saying. It's suicide football. This whole possession-based football. Yeah, and getting your set. Bro, just what had that happened? And this is what, KG, you'd know about this. Whatever happened, just stinking out the away leg and just going back to home. Whatever happened to doing that? Just basicness. Not trying to get your centre back to distribute the ball.
Yeah, killing the away goals rule. It changed how managers approach away games, and they're much less risk, which I think they wanted. Right, they wanted to make the away ties more interesting. They wanted to make sure that teams didn't try to scumbag a goal away and then scam it out. Yeah.
It's so annoying, bro. I hate this.
No, bro, I checked three. To be honest with you, yesterday, Pep Guardiola, it wasn't about the ball position. It was about the quality of the players, in my opinion, yesterday. Because Pep Guardiola, you can have the ball, you can do all of this, but you're giving it to players that are not going to do anything. Like having Semenyo in the 10 and having Savinho, he literally played 5-5. He played 5 defenders, 5 attackers. Ram, you don't need to prove anything. It's fine. It's fine.
One thing I'll say about City's football this season is almost like we play on the golden goal rule. As soon as we go 1-0 up, we're like, all right, cool. We seem to think we've won the game with 1 goal, and then we'll go end up drawing 1-1 or losing 2-1. And then as soon as we go 1-0 down, we just admit defeat, and we're like, cool, fairs. No need to play.
No, you didn't. Because against Liverpool at Anfield, you literally
but that's an anomaly.
You had the fight in you. No, that's not an anomaly. That's not an anomaly.
Difference is, but Mo, the difference is Liverpool let them in. Man, Real Madrid won't do that.
You look at KG, you can even say we went 1-0 up against you, and what did we do? We just acted like we won that game.
Yeah, you did fuck all that game. You let us
touchline. You score your first goal against us. Do we look like we even want to get back into that game?
I'll be honest, I think we battered you for the whole game.
Yeah, but we didn't look like we wanted to get back in that game. Paz, we scored that 1 goal against you, and then we just sit everybody in the box. Like,
yeah, but no, hold on. That Arsenal game you just mentioned, you would have won that game if you'd not went to high line in the last 20 seconds.
This is exactly what I'm
saying. If you
didn't
play a high line and offside trap in the last 20 seconds, you would have won that game. That football can win you them type of games. Go 1-0 up and sit back. Try and break me down. That's what
City, but touch those cities. They're not built like that. Like Paz can do that. You can do that. Ram can't do that because his defenders are all over the place like mine. But City's not built like that. They're built to attack. They're always going to hold the ball. They're not built
but
to.
Actually, can I tell you something? That's actually not true this season. Pep Guardiola can actually defend. We've seen him defend against Arsenal. We've seen him defend against Leeds. We've seen him defend against Fulham. We've seen him defend against Man United.
Yes, and they Mo. Hold on, Ram.
Leeds won
against Arsenal. Against Arsenal, they went to that.
Guys, hold on.
Against Arsenal, they went to
don't
that.
take KG. Don't take
No,
one
I'm
game.
gonna go through all those games. Against Arsenal, they dropped back, and what did they do? They conceded. Against
No. They conceded because hold on. Before you move on, they conceded because the idiots moved to a high line in the last 5 minutes.
That's what I'm saying.
And they can't hold.
That's literally no. Hold on. They defended well until Man City and Pep Guardiola decided to push players. That's why Martinelli had 50 yards of spaces to run behind, and Eze played him that ball. That's the problem, right? Again, it's the same exact problem. In his Leeds, they were able to defend it. That game that went 3-2, right? At the end, they held on to it. Against, if I'm not mistaken, against Man United, they actually won against Man United, having 34% ball position.
Yeah, but that's
they didn't beat us.
That's Amarin tax.
They didn't beat us.
Amarin tax or not Amarin tax?
There's no chance.
City just can't defend. The way they set up, like you said before.
I know that he can defend, but you gotta put yourself in the best position possible to win the game. He's putting himself in one of the worst positions to win the game, guys. That's what he does.
And it doesn't help.
They're not used to that mindset. They can't. Pep Guardiola's teams have never been able to just sit back. How they control the games is they pass. But if you make them box defend, they've never been able to do that. We've had draws with them in the past under Pochettino where they sat back a little bit and they let us get 2 draws that year with the 4-4 and the 2-2 at the Etihad. They're not built mentally for that. They're not built physically for that. They don't have great headers of the ball. They're not that team. They give up chances left and right. Doesn't matter how they play. They play on the high line, they're going to give up chances. If they drop back deep, they're going to give up chances because they're
everyone praises them, and this is the other teams that play more conservative. That's what happens.
They also don't press as well, right? No, if you play a high line, you've got to press well, or else teams are just going to. They're going to have the space. They're going to have the time, and at this level, teams like Real Madrid have the quality to hit balls over the top, and it's going to kill.
No one checks over their shoulder as well.
Yeah.
And then again, with playing the high line, we try to play it with Diaz, who moves like a truck.
Yeah.
So, one ball gets played over his shoulder. Forget trying to, him trying to catch them. It's game over. He's out of the race.
Who was that right back yesterday, Nathan?
Kusanov.
Okay, he would be okay as Kusanov.
By the way, he should have played Matias Nunes. I don't know why would he change.
I don't think that makes a huge difference. I think the main one was playing O'Reilly left back.
No, it makes a difference going forward. It makes a difference going forward. Matias Nunes going forward is better, to be honest.
Yeah, Kusanov's not good going forward.
Chelsea.
But that's for Man City. Moving on to Chelsea before we actually go to Liverpool.
All right, guys,
Chelsea.
I got to get out of here.
Brilliant.
I'm kidding.
It'll be an absolute great, majestic fry up right now of this bum finished football club. this Roman FC, Roman's empire. Roman had probably watched that game. He probably watched that game thinking, what has happened to my football club, my beloved Chelsea? Yeah, they got their
me and you the same, Roman. Me and you the same.
Playing out from the back.
Pick me up on the yacht.
What I mean, Chelsea fans have been gassing out Rob Sanchez all season, by the way. Then he gets dropped for Jorgensen, right? And
Jorgensen's a bum, though. He's
even worse.
He's serious bum.
He's even worse. It is embarrassing. Why are you trying to play? This is not the Chelsea I used to know and hate. This is go into PSG away from home and trying to play it from the back.
I just want to also add touchline. Jorgensen had a reputation at Villarreal to having a lot of saves, but also having biscuit fingers at Villarreal. Yeah. That's why no one wanted him. I know Arsenal were looking at him, but they didn't want him because of the biscuit fingers. Liverpool also looked at him, but no. It was only Chelsea that were the ones that actually went up and got him. And this is what they get. It was
their worst ever defeat, by the way, since 2000 in the Champions League. Yeah. saying that actually wasn't that long ago, but Chelsea Football Club probably existed only in the 2000s. So that kind of makes sense.
Late mid 2000s.
We say?
Yeah. Mid 2000s. Mid 2000s. Mid 2004 or 5 was the start. That's what
I actually think
got absolutely slapped. I don't think
Chelsea wouldn't have. I would say that Chelsea wouldn't have lost if they didn't have the goalkeeper in.
That's not true.
I still insist on it.
No.
It's two
They've been a shambles with or without that
one bum cheek.
But also, there's one more. I actually think the people that are actually blaming the goalkeeper. I was listening to something yesterday, and it's exactly how I think. I cannot blame the goalkeeper, and Enzo Fernandez cannot blame the goalkeeper. I know some players need to take responsibility. However, if the manager is asking him to play from the back, you gotta look at the manager.
That's
sometimes.
So stupid from the manager.
No, it's not.
To play out the back in PSG against PSG,
they were doing well. They were doing well.
You can do it.
Okay.
You are asking
70 minutes, Ron.
But it was a mistake. It was a mistake waiting to happen. In my opinion, the manager asked him to play from the back, and the goalkeeper is following instructions, and mistakes are gonna happen. You know what I mean? He needs to know the capabilities of his goalkeeper. I know the players need to take responsibility
and the capabilities of the defenders there as well. I don't think
that's the problem.
Also, how are you playing from the back with Chalobah and Fofana, bro?
Yeah, so you've got Chalobah, who I don't think's great, and then you've got
those are two ball playing centre
next to him.
That's a mad statement.
This is what I'm saying, though.
Who are the two ball players?
Chalobah and Fofana are ball playing centre.
No, they're not.
I swear to God, Chelsea guys.
Ball playing centre backs.
No, they're not.
I swear to God, Fofana.
They're just centre backs. They're just
Fofana.
Ball playing centre backs. What are you talking about?
No, they're not.
Fofana,
no, he's not.
yeah, before Fofana, when he played with Saliba, people were talking about him being better on the ball. So at some point in his life, he was a baller.
When he played with Saliba, like back in 2018.
Chalobah, I watched this guy play since he was 16.
That's not quite true. It's not quite true.
You
just in the
Check your eyes, Pez.
No,
they got good eye doctors there in Dubai.
Okay, I can't tell if he's trolling or being serious.
I
no, but it's still wrong. What he said was wrong.
We're not. You can't say it's wrong because Fofana used to kick ball.
No, Fofana was taught out as a better defender.
He's the ball winner.
And Saliba.
Saliba is the ball winner.
Better centre back. That's what they
were. When I watch Fofana,
what are we talking about?
When I watch Fofana, just to respond to this, when I watch Fofana, ball playing centre back is not only about running with the ball. Ball playing centre back is creating angle for your teammate,
being able to pass and having a pass.
So I don't think that he creates good angles for his teammates. I don't think his first touch is great in terms of creating the pass. I don't think he picks the right passes. I think he's so awkward when he passes the ball. I don't think he's a great one. I think he's okay.
That's what Dave
He's good. He's just okay.
I think he's okay. He's not great. I think he's all right.
Garnacho leaking the lineups because he didn't start.
I don't think that was Garnacho. I don't.
No, it was definitely Garnacho. Touchline will know first.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
You don't think it's Garnacho where he used to happen at my club and it stopped happening when he left. At your club when he's joined.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Everybody knew who watches Chelsea. Everybody knew who. If you watched the Wrexham game, you knew what the lineup was going to be versus versus PSG. No one needed to leak the fucking lineup. Everybody knew who it was. When Jorgensen started versus Villa and Sanchez got dropped, you knew it was Jorgensen in goal. You knew who our attackers were because there's no Esteval and Garnacho just played 120 minutes. You knew who the midfield was going to be with Reece James, and you knew because Gusto didn't start versus Wrexham. I could have told you that lineup the minute the Wrexham game kicked off. Everybody knew that. So who leaked it? I don't like. If it was Garnacho, so be it. But I don't see any. To me, it doesn't matter. Like, we knew what the lineup was, and I'm sure Enrique knew what the lineup was going to be. The Villa game was the dress rehearsal. Everybody knew that.
This Chelsea, I don't think there is no comeback. Let's establish this.
We will score. We will put at least 2 or 3 past them at the bridge, but we will give up at least 2.
At least shit past them.
What about Cole Palmer, guys? What happened? Cole Palmer yesterday was symbolic.
No Chelsea player can hold their head up high in that game. Even Reece James was awful.
The reason wasn't awful. He gave it away for the 4th. He wasn't awful.
The reason
I'll tell you who was awful.
He's a nominal.
The reason why go ahead, Ram.
I was going to say the reason why I see you guys getting a goal at Stamford Bridge is because I still believe PSG are in the hangover phase. They're still hungover from last season. I think
the reason why we will score goals against them is because everybody scores goals against PSG. You saw how they played. They play wide open. Everybody is going to run you. Everybody's going to get opportunities to score versus PSG in this current setup in this year.
I think you'll get opportunities. I think you're going to waste them.
Yeah. I'm not saying we're clinical. I'm not saying we're gonna 4 or 5. I'm just saying we'll at least get 2 or 3. We had 2 in that game, and we should have had about 4 or 5. Right?
I think we'll get 1.
The João Pedro chance. We'll score versus them, but PSG will absolutely, because we'll have to open up, and because we're already wide open, we will absolutely give up at least 2 goals.
Isn't Stamford Bridge that one of the smallest pitches?
Yeah.
So that, for me, that takes away the PSG's wide open thing because there just isn't that much space.
No, it's how they play. Basis. It's the tactics.
But but that's the point for me. Them playing on that smaller pitch, I'm not sure that suits you. I think you'd rather it be a more.
I agree with you. I definitely agree that playing in Paris, the pitch is huge. But what I'm saying is, Hakimi's going to be high up on that right side. Mendes is going to be high up on that left side, and the space is there because Neto.
The space is more coverable.
Yeah, it is, but you still got Marquinhos against a Neto, Marquinhos against a Garnacho, and that's where we had joy from yesterday, right? The second goal, the Enzo goal, it was Marquinhos isolated on Neto. Neto burns him, cuts it back.
Enzo but when you're relying on Neto and Garnacho, that's dark.
Yeah.
You don't feel like he would have seen. Do you feel like he wouldn't have seen that matchup and felt like, okay, we don't now need to chase the game. I can now play a bit more cautious and just have someone else.
He's gonna play cautious, he's gonna play cautious, bro. He's gonna move the ball around. He's not gonna commit players forward like what he did in Paris. He's gonna play cautious.
Maybe he was trying to score 1 goal and then be like,
he's not gonna commit players.
I think he'll still press you.
No, because Aston Villa, they scored. Was it 1 goal and then Aston Villa came back? I think they'll do the same thing.
Twice. They were 2-0 up.
They might be a little bit more reserved in terms of when they stop pressing.
The problem is I'm watching the PSG team yesterday. I'm like, this team is good, but it's not as good as last season. They're okay. Like Chelsea had plenty of opportunities. The problem with Chelsea. Can I tell you guys the problem with Chelsea yesterday?
Honestly,
Chelsea yesterday has a lot of opportunities that didn't materialize into chances because Palmer missed the pass, or Enzo Fernandez missed the pass, or Neto couldn't cross. The problem is when you get the opportunity, this is on the players now. 3-on-3, that's on the players now. 2-on-2, that's on the players. Now that's a quality I need to show. Cole Palmer yesterday let this team down. So how many times he had 1-on-1 on the right side and he couldn't get past João Neves, or he couldn't pick the right pass, and he didn't. Right? He couldn't pick João Pedro. It's his problem. By the way, he's the catalyst.
He was linking the play. He just needed somebody to link with, and Cole Palmer just was doing what Cole Palmer is doing in 2020.
I thought he was terrible in the second half. In the first half, he was.
Yeah.
By the way, he was right to get.
He was right to get hooked too. He was absolutely right to hit. But the problem is like you said, it's a quality thing, right? They're bringing on Kvaratskhelia. We're bringing on Delap and Garnacho.
This guy,
And
Delap,
it also
like, what
doesn't
happened
help
to this
that
guy,
you've
bro? I
got
don't know
no,
what
like,
happened to
He
this
made the
guy.
wrong
players
move,
in
Mo.
the
He
team.
should have
Bro,
gone
I
to
don't know what
Forest.
happened to this guy, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, the guy by the game is losing his football ability
Bro,
yesterday.
he
He can't even dribble with the ball. Bro.
He shouldn't have gone to Chelsea. He should have gone to Forest or something like
Yeah.
that.
I
Chelsea
don't know.
have to
Do
give higher
you
money.
guys think that
he's
players lose their
Ferguson.
footballing ability by time because of less game time and stuff like
No.
this?
I think when because I
They
think
do.
it's more,
I think they do. I think the
No,
confidence plays a massive factor.
Confidence is a hell of a drug.
it is a
Yeah,
drug. But
yeah.
however, but I don't think he was cut out for the top
So
level.
his ability.
His ability was the question was, can he replicate this? Well, it's all good scoring goals for Ipswich, but can he replicate this at the top level? And clearly he can't. And clearly there's a fundamentals issue with him.
Well,
What
he's
goals
more
did he score for
he's more interested.
There's a reason
in
why I
wrestling
kept
with
saying
defenders.
12 or 13.
There's a reason why I kept
goals did
saying,
he score for Ipswich?
huh?
What goals did he score for Ipswich?
He scored goals in the Premier League for Ipswich, bro. I think he got like
But how
13.
much of them goals? 13.
13.
How many
Like 12,
how many
13.
goals did he got for Chelsea?
One in the
Zero?
league.
Oh, one.
So if he finished the season with 13, does that make him a successful striker signing?
No.
Because that's replicating it. So that's what you bought. Suck it up.
Yeah. For
Yeah, but
Bum
that's-
again.
No,
by the way,
bum.
pass. If he finishes the game with from 10 to 15 for the 30 million they bought for a young striker, that's not bad. That's very
That's not
good.
bad.
actually.
But then-
That's very good.
That's
For,
what you bought.
for 30 million pounds, that's the quality you're gonna buy from Ipswich
That's-
Town.
that's-
a young
Facts,
striker.
facts.
10,
That's what you
15
bought.
goals, fantastic. And Chelsea would be like, oh, that's
literally-
very
That's
good.
what they went out and bought.
That's very
That's what you
good.
bought.
They went out and
He's
paid
a
30
Everton
million.
level striker. He should be at Everton.
I thought you
Is
said
he?
you're going to leave the trolling thing behind.
But he's
bro.
not even interested in
Wallah
scoring
al-azim,
goals.
I'm not
He just
trolling.
wants to
That's not
wrestle with the
trolling.
Wallah
defenders.
You pay
You
30
bought
million.
a
I'm sorry, guys.
13
You pay
goal
30 million pounds for a player that is young, coming from Ipswich, gets you 10 to 15 goals. That's a very successful signing for the money you spend. That's a
Great.
fantastic signing.
But he's got one goal in how many games?
Yeah, but I never said that that is not successful signing. I said that.
he played consistent. At Ipswich, he played consistent. He played consistent.
But I think every time I'm watching the guy, he actually had good touch when he first joined Chelsea. He had good turns and stuff. Every time I'm watching him now, he's getting more sluggish.
Bear in mind, this is a striker that has one more goal.
Yeah,
than he has
pass.
red
In the
cards
beginning,
all competitions.
when he played in the
Delap's
Club World
always
Cup,
been stiff, bro.
not like this. Not like
He's not
pass. I swear to God,
technically
yeah,
shit,
pass.
but he's
I swear
been
to God,
stiff, bro.
yesterday he can't even keep the ball straight under his feet, bro.
Nah.
He's like a
had
truck
that one
moving, bro. What
opportunity.
is
Yeah,
this,
he's
bro?
rusty. He's rusty. He's
Like
rusty.
it's
Yeah,
He's
one
ridiculous.
never been.
opportunity.
He's
He's
always
never
bro,
been the
the
type
guy
of guy
cannot
to
run
be turning on the
straight.
ball.
How is he
He's
cannot
never been
run
the guy to do
straight?
He's never been the type of guy to turn on the ball and do like João Pedro stuff. He's never been.
No. He's not that type
No,
of
but
player.
he was
But he's not
slightly
any
more
type of player.
agile. He was slightly more agile last
Yeah,
season.
off
than
the
he was
ball.
this
He
season.
was agile off
Yeah.
the ball, not on the ball. Someone
Yeah,
said
I don't know. He's
whoever said that blocked them immediately.
Well, I mean,
see,
like I've just said, he's got one more goal in all comps than he has red cards.
yeah, he's ass.
He's
What
got
do you-
two
when you-
goals and
when
one
you
red
shop
card.
in
That's
when you shop in
diabolical.
the bargain bin, sometimes the stuff you pick up, it sucks.
But again,
Sometimes
he's got that.
it's
He's
bad.
got that disease that all these big centre forwards have, where they just want to wrestle with centre backs instead of
Do
scoring
you
goals.
know what the darkest thing is? Him and Chucky basically cost the same bread.
Yeah,
Nah, yeah, it's dark. It's dark.
yeah.
It's actually dark.
And Cherky himself, Pep Guardiola's not starting him games. It's like, are we gonna do? Like, why is he not starting the guy games? Why is he not starting him games? Right?
I said the other day, he's got too many options. You give Pep too many options, and he tinkers, and then he screws it up. He needs a set 11. Remember, Pep always says, "I like small squads. I don't want big squads." He needs 13 to 14 players that he can trust, that he can
Should
run
probably
into
tell
the
him to
ground.
stop buying the whole world then if you like small
Hey.
squads.
Whoa.
I know.
No, that's not true. At one point, he had Mahrez, Grealish.
Yeah, he's buying the world, bro.
Sorry, not Mar. He had. I'm thinking of 2019. Sterling, Sane, David Silva when he could occupy the left-hand side. Mahrez at the same
Bernardo
team.
as well. Bernardo as well.
But not, bro. He had players. He had players. He's just. I just genuinely think he doesn't trust Turkey.
But I wanna yesterday.
I don't
was
understand how
guys-
he trusts some of the players that he trusts over him.
I don't want to go to.
Give away
yesterday.
the ball a lot more than Shirky does.
I was accused of like little bro in Chelsea, right? And I think Chelsea put themselves in this position. When you hire a manager like this, right? You're
Drop the
telling the
standards.
people you're telling the people this is our standards now. We're getting a management standards.
Fight the standards. Mo, you must fight the standards, Mo. You must fight the standards.
Like, but
bro,
you're telling me that Chelsea's getting a Rosinier on the touchline to playing against Luis Enrique in the Champions League, and you're telling me that there are standards? Of course not.
Bro, this is the reality. Chelsea fans get offended, but they're not trying to take the piss. Honest, as someone who's seen it happen to their club, yeah, trust me, your club is going down a very, very, very
it's dark.
Nah, yours is darker than theirs because you don't try to fight it by buying 35-year-old legends. Their team, they're at least trying to rebuild. You man were buying Cavani, Di Maria, all these pensioners that were demons at one point.
Yeah.
For me,
we're also buying Paul Pogba's. We're also getting Jose Mourinho, Van Gaal.
But that's the point. That's the point. You got the managers when they were on their way out. They sold you lot a dream. Yeah. They sold you lot a dream. These lot, they're at least saying, listen, Chelsea fans, we're going to hell. Here they are. Garnacho get into it. Going to hell. Let's all come together. Our
downfall started when we got Jose. Not when we got Jose. When we got Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to replace Mourinho. If we got a top manager,
your downfall started
longer before.
No, it weren't because we got Moyes, which obviously bad. But then we went back to being a half decent team under Jose. We finished second on 81 points, and we won 2 trophies in the season and stuff like. But when we got Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, is when we went downhill. The same way when you got Graham Potter to replace Thomas Tuchel, then you went and got Pochettino, then you got Maresco, who was actually a good manager, did quite well with you. Then you went and got Liam Rosenior now. This is what I'm saying. Chelsea are just going down and down and down. They're doing this whole project. Yeah, in fact, to be fair, our downfall did start with the Glazers, but you know what I'm trying to say? I think we went not that. We didn't just stay gradually down. It was a straight down when we got Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
I think you were like this, but this is the thing, like the Jose Mourinho era.
You had a little bit of an upturn.
No, there was an upturn. It's you treading water, bro.
No, there was a little upturn, a little one.
I'll tell you why it's not. Go look at the squad that he had, bro. That squad was not going to last more than a year. That was not going to. It's full of old people.
It's short term.
That's not it. It's
a little one.
That's treading water, bro. Which make and if you see your team win a Carabao,
head right above water.
Okay, cool. People in the chat, I agree with them. They're saying that our downfall started with the Glazers. Cool, and Chelsea's downfall started with Clear Lake.
Yeah,
100%.
It's all from the top with Chelsea, right? The model as it's currently set up, not only is it not attracting top players, but it's never going to attract top managers because you know what? Top managers want to work with top players. No top manager
and top managers want to be managers as well.
No top manager wants to develop 5 18-year-olds or
unless they're the level.
No, man, no manager wants that. Managers want ready-made. The lifespan of a manager is way too short nowadays.
No. Sorry. Take it back. If the manager's not at that level, like he's
that's not a top manager though. That's not a top manager though. Like no top manager. Like when we approached Enrique last summer, he laughed at us. He was like, "Oh, why would I leave PSG where, yes, we buy young players, but we buy young world-class players, but we also go out and buy established world-class players like Kvara in January to turn the season around."
Yeah, but I think he wanted that though. I think that them changing that will buy any best player in the world to them young demon players. I think that's part of his. Team.
No, that's him and their director Ocampos, right? That's why like we tried to get Ocampos too, and he was like, "No, I know what you guys are working with. You have the." It sounds crazy coming from a Chelsea fan, but it shouldn't because I'm speaking 100% facts. Money buys trophies because money buys good players, and then good players attract good managers, and that's how you sustain success.
And that's
you
because
have to pay
of
wages.
You. But that's because you started that.
But
if it wasn't us, it would be somebody else. If it wasn't us, Paz, it would have been somebody else.
You lot were the beginning of football being ruined, and
it's fine with me.
It's all of the things you lot love are the reasons why football is where it is, and the same way you lot all hate Arsenal. You know what Arsenal are doing? Arsenal is a product. Arsenal was the last thing pure in this game, and now we're a product.
I think I'll have something to say about that, pal.
Paz, they didn't start this.
No, you wasn't. Man, you were never pure. You lot were always the scumbags in the corner, but because you're the only scumbags, everyone just aired it. but you've been a scumbag.
Yeah,
Arsenal was the last pure thing in football, and
the last
Arteta to not do the pure thing. So now
you do know how Arsenal are in the Premier League, right? You do know that. You know you bought your way into the league. You got relegated and bought yourself back into the league.
I also that cap. You're waffling again.
That's not cap. You're 17. You were the original scumbag. You were the original.
I'm not taking history lesson from.
No. Pass. Touchdown. When was that?
1930 or something. I don't know.
Oh my man, 1930, brother.
Yeah.
They were called the Bank of England because they got relegated and bought Tottenham.
What were you called in 1930?
Well, none of us were born, mate, because I don't think many people.
So why are we talking about 1930?
I was called Ram in another life.
So what were you when Fergie joined us?
You when we were alive, when we're all alive, all 6 of us, you've been a scumbag the whole time. I want you.
What the hell?
You've been a scumbag the whole time.
And you lot have won pretty much fuck all in that time.
In your time, because you're 15.
Wait, Paz, does that include Inter Milan? Paz, does that include Inter Milan?
No, I don't know what. I don't really care about Italian football. I to be honest.
Yeah,
I've never paid attention to that piece of shit league. If I'm being honest, I don't know your history. I don't care. All I know is that you share a stadium. You're basically in a hostel in football. You're the only club I know that's got a hostel for a stadium. I don't know anything else about you. That's the only thing I know.
Torino and Juve don't share a stadium.
You got a bed sit. You got a bed sit in Milan. That's what you have. I don't know anything about.
Wait, Mo. Juve and Torino don't share a stadium, do they?
No,
they used to.
Your roommate is your arch nemesis. That to me is mental. I can't even wrap my head around.
Paz. Remember, keep your friends
close.
Enemies.
I mean, to be fair, Paz, you actually say that, but Ram would know about that because he used to share a stadium with Everton. Wow. Anfield was actually originally Everton Stadium. You know that Anfield was actually originally Everton Football Ground Stadium.
No.
Again. And
this guy is a historian.
Hold on, I'll give you another fact.
This guy's history.
This guy don't know.
You Never Walk Alone was actually originally sang by Man United and they stole it from us as well. Just saying, lads.
You're a fucking liar. You're such a liar. You're a outright liar.
You're copyright.
You're an outright no.
They stole the stadium. They stole the
royalties.
So you want the name as well.
It wasn't even them fuckers that sang it in the first place. Get your facts right.
We sang it.
It was
we were the first of
all, Bill Shankly.
Anyway, this is irrelevant. All of what you're saying about stadiums and stuff like this is irrelevant.
So when it comes to disrespecting your club,
fun fact, touchline is Huddersfield. Huddersfield were the first team to sing it,
bro.
Because it was
Paz saying stuff about Inter because he doesn't know. It doesn't. Also, I don't own Inter. I don't own Inter Milan. I don't pay for the stadium. You know what I mean?
But he was talking about scumbags. I just wanted to clarify because Paz said that everyone's a scumbag in football. Yeah, I thought he was talking about Inter.
I never said that.
Man United.
That's not what I said. I said
we're the only good people in the top clubs in Italy. That's all I know. We're not like you.
Actually, I heard something about you guys. Apparently, you cheated in 1965. You bribed the ref.
Can someone take this guy's history book away from him, man?
Fucking hell, bro.
Every time.
I heard that apparently you cheated Liverpool. Basically, you bribed the ref and then you scored a goal. I have.
Oh man!
You haven't seen your team win a league, bro.
Where does he get these facts from, bro?
He has got ChatGPT transcribing.
Look what you've done. Look what you've done, bro. Look what you've done.
He always goes and gets the
blow the dust off of that.
Long story short. Long story short. Chelsea. Hold on. Can we just? We're gonna go. Is our what is what do you always Google? What do you always? Is there a way back to Chelsea? It's like, is Chelsea gonna be back to the top, like back amongst the top, like challenging for the league? Is that something that we can sit here and say that it's gonna happen or not gonna happen?
Probably not. And I think the reason is they're never ever gonna have any experienced players under this model. And you need experience to win you to win you games, to see out games. That's why there's so many red cards for Chelsea, because there's no, it's just all this inexperienced players.
It's not experience, Nathan. It's fucking quality. Quality beats experience any day of the week.
Yeah, but I
thought Chelsea have the best quality out there.
Fofana's got about 100 games played in the Premier League. Chalobah's got about 200 games. Garnacho's got a lot of games. We've got guys that have played a lot of minutes. What we don't have is we don't have quality. All of you on this panel, even Mo's bum-ass Inter team, none of you guys would take any of my center backs. My center backs don't get into any of your teams. And some of your teams have stinky defenses. Ram's defense is terrible. Nathan's defense gets run through like bad Chinese every week. Touch's center backs aren't even great. Paz is the only one on this panel that's got top elite level center backs. It is a quality issue.
When Gabriel was taken to the cleaner yesterday by a teenager.
When PSG is bringing on Kvara, they've got Doué, they've got Barcola.
Who are your center backs, Mo? Where were they taken?
To the cleaners as well. See the difference between to the cleaners as well.
Not as well, because we're not
as well.
Not as well. You got slapped out time ago.
No,
I don't say as well. You were
as
well from my club, because your club is a hostile.
Let me see Bastoni in a back four when he's not protected by wing backs and two other center backs. Let me see Bastoni.
And you see the difference. I never said otherwise.
Oh man! So what is the question? Are Chelsea
gonna? Okay.
Yes.
The question I kept asking from last season about who has better trajectory, Chelsea, Manchester United, or Liverpool.
The thing is, last season you would have sounded like a madman if you said Man United have a better trajectory than Chelsea, because Chelsea were back on the way. I don't necessarily agree they're back on the way, because I think when Clearlake took over Chelsea, they were still world champions, they were European champions, and they finished third in the league, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they took them backwards and then took them back to where they originally were. That's not taking them forwards. That's just staying at the same thing. You just wasted everyone's time, right? However, you would have sounded like a man. I said it. I said we're gonna have we're only one summer away from Chelsea and Newcastle and them teams' level. Do you get what I'm saying? And I got proven right, because Chelsea stayed at the same level and we got to their level now. We're pretty much the same level in the league, right? I think now you can say United have a better trajectory than Chelsea. Liverpool is a different scenario. You don't know, because at the end of the day, I'm not going to argue against other people if they think Liverpool have a better trajectory than Man United, because the last 10 years, they've been winning league titles. They've won a Champions League. They've won every trophy there is to win. I think we will. I think we can end up being better than them. I think we've got potential to be better than them. But with Chelsea, I don't look at Chelsea and go, you're actually a threat to me. I don't feel like you're a threat to me. Right now, you're a threat to me, but I feel like we could leave you in the dust with another window.
See, I think once you play, real quick, man, I think once you play and you actually play more than 40 games in a season, and we see how stinky your depth is, I think you're in for a world of hurt. But I will caveat this, potentially. I will say a lot of it, the answer to that question, some of it lies in who you appoint as your manager for next year. If you get Enrique, then yes, your trajectory.
But on that, when you're saying our squad depth, I agree.
Luis Enrique is not joining Manchester United.
No, he's leaving.
No. Luis Enrique is not leaving PSG.
He's leaving PSG. I think we were saying in the chat as well about the fact we're playing one game. I'm talking about this season. We're talking about trajectory. I think in the summer, with the players we're linked with to play compared to the players you're linked with, right, and the wages we're going to offer and the money we're going to spend, and we've probably got more money than you this summer because you lot are in a bit of tax things.
We can make money. We make money.
Yeah, I don't worry about a lot of money as well, right? So what I'm trying to say is, I think with that being said, we're going to sign.
That is done, by the way.
We're going to sign 4 or 5 top quality players, and I think then our squad depth's going to be way better than it is this season. I don't know why that's an outrageous thing to say. People are just acting as if Man United are going to sign no one, and we're going to have the same squad next season.
I'm actually curious. I don't know who you're linked to.
We're linked with Elliot Anderson, Bruno Guimaraes, Walton, Baleba, Diamande, Barcola. I want Lewis Hall. I've been telling everyone about Lewis Hall for the past 6 or 7, 8 months. Do you know what I'm saying?
Lewis Hall's a serious player.
Bradley Barcola might not leave.
No, I don't think Lewis Hall will join
at Newcastle. Who's the left back at Newcastle?
Lewis Hall.
Lewis Hall.
Serious player.
I've been. He was
World Cup
him,
guarantee.
him, João
100.
Pedro, and Cunha were the three players I was screaming for.
You see him. He sent Lamine.
KJ, that's an ex-Chelsea player, bro. I just clocked. That's an ex-Chelsea player. And
He wanted to leave.
Yeah,
I'm not just saying names. I'm saying names we're actually linked with. These players that we're linked with. Go look.
I don't think you'd get Bruno though. Like, I just don't think you get him out of Newcastle. There's something about like.
Do you know what it is? You know what it is? Listen, apparently, some of these players on certain clubs have got certain clauses for Champions League teams if they're not in the Champions League and stuff like that, right? Bruno Guimaraes, apparently, if they want 60 or 70 million, I think we might go in for it, depending if we get Elliot Anderson or not, because Anderson might go to City. We don't know.
I think we'd land Anderson, but I think you'd be better.
They're in touchline, say in the group chat they have more pull than the biggest pull in England. Is that what you said?
No, I said City have more pull than us. Go check it. You go look at it. I said City have more pull.
City are down. Okay.
No.
Okay, I believe you. Do you believe you have more pull? For example, you believe next season you have more pull than Arsenal, Liverpool, for example?
We have a similar level of pull. Yeah, I don't say we have more pull.
Do we have the similar?
No, you do though, because players still do go to United just for the sake.
You stupid kids, bro. Hold on. What am I hearing? Hold on. You stupid people. There is no way you're telling me that you think that the top player is looking at Arsenal and Man United the same. Yep. There's no way you're thinking.
Last summer proved it. We signed Mbeumo and you wanted Mbeumo. We signed him.
First of all, you're miles off it again. We looked at Mbeumo and said no thank you. We looked at Sesko, said no thank you. You took our little grubby options.
So you signed Madueke instead of Mbeumo. You signed Madueke instead of Mbeumo.
They weren't competing, you donkey. They weren't competing.
Nice one, lads.
We didn't want Mbeumo. We didn't want
Madueke can do stuff that Mbeumo can't do.
Hold on. Please join screen share because Paz is just openly live on stream. Please open the screen share. This is from Arsenal's #1 puppet, by the way.
Wait a minute. You want to screen share?
If this is
Ryan and Brave who decides he wants to join Man United Football Club. And Man United now expected to open talks with Britain.
Where's Arsenal?
Guys, one at a time.
I didn't see Arsenal there, bro. I didn't see Arsenal there.
Can you put it back up so I can show you again? Because Mo decided to take it in.
Why did you take it off?
Guys.
Source is Twitter, bro. I actually can't.
It's David Ornstein, bro.
That's your goal. That's your goal.
Actually speaking,
unfortunately, I actually have credibility and I've worked in football. And the guys that you lot rate, they're just all idiots that agents feed anything to. You lot rate them. That's you lot from the outsiders, the little fan that
don't put me in that category, bro. Don't put me in that category.
You lot love them. You lot love these donkeys that just sit there on the computer and tweet all day like little nerds. You rate them.
I don't gas any of these guys. That's touchline, not me.
You lot rate them. That's your source. You love David Ornstein, whatever my man's name is. I don't even care. I don't go on Twitter and think, oh my God, David Ornstein said it, so it must be factual. These men are agent and club puppets. Whatever these men tell them, they're going to do it. So allow it, bro. Don't come to me and use that as a source and think that this is the guy.
But that's when you have to dive into the source a little bit more.
Have shame, please, bro.
How do we know you wanted Sesko?
Because Arteta wanted him.
So I want to get based on what? Okay, guys, just let me talk. Based on what you think that if
be better.
Sorry. And then you tell me you don't interrupt people.
No, I just interrupt you. That's it. I just interrupt you.
So you're telling me if Arsenal that you think touchline are gonna win the league this season, right? You think they're gonna win the league this season?
Yeah, they're gonna win the league. Yeah.
Do you think they're gonna reach a Champions League semi-final at least?
Yeah.
All right. You think that team that is going to win the league this season, next season, you are going for Bruno Guimaraes and they are going for Bruno Guimaraes. They are saying to Bruno Guimaraes, come to the league champions. We're going to improve the team. We're going for the league again. We're going to win the league. We're going to try to win the Champions League. But Man United, under an unknown, we don't know who's going to be your manager yet.
Do you know why your point is hilarious?
Let me just finish. Let me finish.
Use a different example.
Yeah.
There is Tonali. I can use Tonali. I can use Bruno Guimaraes.
No, use a winger. They both need wingers.
And you are telling me that guy is going to say, yep, I will join Manchester United has an unknown future currently as it stands over the established team that is Arsenal. You think
this is the same Mbeumo we've been stringing along for 2 years, by the way, that you lot signed. The same Mbeumo we've been dangling a carrot in front of him, and he's been sprinting after.
Can I answer Mo's question or not?
Because I want to hear. I want to hear his logic. I want to hear his logic. How he's gonna convince us that a player would leave the league champions and join Arsenal?
Tell me about what happened.
I'm sure Mo, did videos 2 years ago, right, on transfer news and stuff like that, yeah?
Yes.
So I'm sure if I go look at Mo's channel, he did one about Declan Rice rejected Man City for Arsenal when Man City just won the treble. And Arsenal didn't win anything.
But there is one more thing they're forgetting.
Where you were at.
They wouldn't. There is one.
We're going to be next season.
There is one. Okay, there is one.
And we're a mile bigger.
Okay, see, when you say something, let me answer you. Okay, there's two things that were key, and it's public. Why Declan Rice would choose Arsenal? Number one, he was going to be a center of a midfield at Arsenal. That was publicly said. Number two, he was actually wanted to stay in London. These are two things, right?
Okay, cool.
Two things.
Cool. And now I'm going to respond to that. Right, I'm going to respond to that. So that same logic you just said, the first reason can be applied for any midfielder we buy instead of Arsenal. There's your favourite example because they will be the centre of our midfield, whereas they'll be our Casemiro replacement starting week in, week out, whereas they will be rotational options because Declan Rice.
There is a caveat for this. They were the centre of a team that was trying to go to win the league, that failed to win the league and is trying to go and win the league. Man United aren't currently where Arsenal were 2-3 years ago when Declan Rice joined. You aren't.
Can I ask you one question, Touchline?
Right? Okay, that's something that is different, right? You aren't where Arsenal were. You aren't challenging for the league. You aren't.
I never even said we've got more pull than Arsenal. I just said it's the same level.
No. That's the same thing. That's even worse. The same thing, bro. That's the same thing. Let me ask you a question. Let's say any player. Let's not even make it player specific. Tell me, let's say you're the player. No, you, Touchline, you're the player.
Well, I'm a Man United fan, so I choose Man United.
If you let me finish, I would have said you're not a Man United fan. Why is it that Mo's the player? Mo's the player. What do you mean? No, why? Is that why?
I was actually excited for that.
Let's say why. Let me ask you a question. Yeah, Mo's the player. Why would Mo choose to go to Manchester United? Yeah, and I'm going to give you a few things that you might be thinking of, like for example, like your stadium falling apart, your training ground being a piece of shit. You don't know what your manager's going to be. Your team's shit. There's loads of players that don't like your piece of shit club. They got to go and play with a centre back that's 5'6", and the next to that 5 foot centre back is Harry Maguire. The next to him is Luke Shaw on your right.
I can do this for you lot as well, by the way.
Hold on, I'm not done. I'll get to Arsenal. I promise you, I'll get onto Arsenal too. Yeah. Then you've got your brightest shining light is Kobe Mainoo. Then next to him, you've got a 39-year-old. Then you've got Bruno Fernandes, who just launches passes, 50 passes a game.
Best attacking midfielder.
Hold on, I'll get there. And then your winger is a right wing back. Yeah, and your best winger, Patrick Dorgu, is a right wing back. And your left winger, I can't remember who that is. Who is that? Cunha, who, again, I don't even know if he's a winger or not. Who knows? And then up front, you've got Xerxes and Sesko. Cool. So that's what you've got going on. That's your current situation. Also, the fans want your owners out. Financially, you're in a bit of a weird place, but you do spend a bit of money. Arsenal, however, we're probably the most stable football club in the entire world at this current moment. We are consistently acquiring quality players. We have now built a squad that is one of the most balanced squad. Whether you like the manager or not is completely up to you. That's an opinion. There is no position you look at Arsenal and think, fuck me, they need to sort that out. You can maybe say left winger, which you would apply for every other club, including your own. So for me, also great stadium, great training ground. We're in London. You're in Manchester, by the way, that industrial, meaty city. So now that I've presented those facts to you, feel free to add some yourself. Why would a random person who has no personal feelings towards either club choose you? Also, it will be between Arteta and Carrick. Arteta has at least competed in the Prem. Carrick, I think he was at Middlesbrough the other day. So tell me why you would choose Man United, how that would happen.
You said a lot of points there, so I'm going to have to just start off with the Manchester one. The Manchester-London myth is a big myth. London's a shithole. Do you know what I'm saying? And players that live in the fact that Paz, I'm pretty sure you grew up in London and you don't live there anymore. That tells you wanted to know. Do you
guys
Manchester what? What are we doing? What are we doing?
Hold on, I'm not finished. I'm not finished. Done talking. I'm not done talking. Right. Firstly, also they do the same thing with Liverpool. They say, "Oh, Liverpool's a dump," and it might be a dump, but they don't live in
footballer that lives in Manchester, bro. They all live in Wimbledon.
You let me finish, bro. They don't live in Manchester. They live in Cheshire, which is like
that's why they live.
Don't.
Hollywood Hills in fucking England, bro. Do you get what I'm saying?
No. Unfortunately, I've been to Cheshire, so unfortunately for you, I'm gonna step in here. That man said Hollywood Hills. You absolute dirty, filthy liar. Cheshire is a village. It's a small village town. You absolute dog. You made me sick. I said Hollywood Hills.
Listen,
you
they have a
filthy,
show.
dirty
They have
liar.
a show called Wait, KG. I know you know. Is it the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills?
I
They
cannot
have
believe
a
a man
show called
said
the Real
Hollywood
Housewives
Hills.
of Cheshire in England.
He's
That's
chatting the most shit right now.
I don't know. I haven't been to this.
I'm allowed to address his point. I'm allowed to address his point.
Cheshire,
All the footballers in Manchester
allowed
don't
to
listen.
just-
Hold on, Paz, let him finish. Let him finish.
Can I finish my point? Right. So, firstly, one thing I don't understand why people keep doing this. Like, bro, I remember even 2 years ago, we were fucking Europa League, and Lenny Euro decided to join Man United over Real Madrid. You know what I'm saying? Fucking 10 years ago. Hold on, no, don't do that. 10 years ago, we signed Pogba instead of Real Madrid. Fucking 2 years before that, David De Gea was the best keeper on the planet, and Real Madrid were begging to sign him. And he just said, "Do you know what? The fax machine broke down. I'm staying at Man United Football Club.
Business.
I'm playing at Man United Football Club." Do you know what I'm saying? These people, people think we're Liverpool. People think we are not the average football club. We are not the normal.
I wouldn't allow that, Ram. I wouldn't allow
What are you just saying was a load of shit?
Can I finish my
No,
point?
because you're just chatting shit now.
No, shut up. No one's letting you speak. We're going to cook you later on, by the way. We haven't gone to Galatasaray.
Brother, you don't even be here. We're still going to cook your ass because you're chatting shit.
Can I finish my point?
Just so we're clear, by the way, just before you get your uninterrupted monologue, I would like to show everyone what Cheshire looks like. This is the Hollywood Hills that he's describing, by the way. This is the Hollywood Hills. When you Google Cheshire, this piece of shit.
None of the Man United players even live in Manchester.
Anyways,
Man United fans.
They live in
Man
Warrington,
United fans
bro.
don't even live in Manchester.
Anyways, can I now finish the point? So people will sit there saying, "Oh, you're naming it 10 years ago." Well, I can name you the last 5 years. I said Lenny Euro, Casemiro as well. When Real Madrid wanted to keep him, by the way, Real Madrid didn't want to keep him because Ancelotti said in a press conference, he said he doesn't know why Casemiro wanted to leave. We wanted to keep him. Literally go type up. And we signed the biggest superstar to ever kicked a ball in the last 5 years. So when Man City wanted it, by the way.
Yeah,
so
that's only because Fergie threatened to send people to his yard.
Hold on, who is that?
Talking about?
When they talk about
why are you even talking about lies, bro?
Hold on. Who is the player you were talking about?
KJ, he's talking about Christina.
Ronaldo. We signed Ronaldo in the last 5 years.
Jesus.
Remember, 35-year-old Ronaldo.
And
Juventus was
Ronaldo.
Juve was struggling.
Man City Pep Guardiola was ringing up his phone trying to get him to sign, and he said, "I'm coming home." He literally
he tried to do that with Messi. He tried to do that with Messi.
Anyway, let him land. Let him go. Finish your.
I'm saying, right. So I'm saying, people try and act like we're the average football club, bro. Man United finished 15th.
No, you have
We're not. We are an anomaly. We are the biggest club in world football, bar none. We are an anomaly. We can sign players whenever we want. We could be in Europa League and sign Casemiro off Real Madrid. We are not your average football club. We are not Liverpool Football Club when they were finishing 8th and signing Ricky Lambert and Balotelli, who was washed up. We are Manchester United Football Club. We can go back.
Okay, hold on.
By the way, no. Do you want to? I need to speak on this. The fact that the time we were in the Europa League under the Klopp's last season, we beat Manchester City signature from Alexis McAllister, and then we also signed Dominic Szoboszlai and Ryan Gravenberch from a Champions League team in Bayern Munich. Just saying, you know.
Nice.
Just saying, you know.
Okay, hold on. Okay.
That wasn't what I said. That wasn't what I said.
Let me ask you a question.
Don't chat shit.
I didn't chat shit. I talked about when you was actually
hold on.
in Europe, and you finished and fucking signed Ricky Lambert and Barini.
Who the fuck have you signed?
You were 1 year out of the Champions League, and you were Europa for 1 season. And you talk about that anomaly. I was in Europa League. I'm not in Europe.
Let me ask you a question.
Guys.
Please, let me ask you a question. Please. Let me ask you a question. Who's more popular, Denzel Washington or Kevin Hart?
Honestly, I'm only going to...
You don't know who they are. I'm
going to go with the one I know, and that's Kevin Hart.
No.
I'm happy you said that. No, because it is Kevin Hart.
No, it's not happy.
Hold on.
Let him finish. Let pass. I don't know where is this going, so I want to know.
Just because someone's more popular, it doesn't mean they're taking.
No, Paz, I'm coming over to Dubai just to see you, bro. What are we doing here?
You may be more. You may be
KJ,
more
do you hear
popular as a
this?
club. It doesn't.
Let him finish, guys. Let him finish.
Okay, I'll get back. Hold on, I'll get back to it. Just because you're more popular, it doesn't mean you're taken more seriously. You're a very well-known joke, just like Kevin Hart. Everyone knows you're a joke, and everyone knows what you are, but it doesn't mean you're taken more seriously. The same way we are more like Denzel Washington. Arsenal are Denzel Washington. We're taken seriously in our craft. We are respected among the Academy Awards. We are respected. What we're doing is respectable. You man are just a bland.
You're not Denzel though. You need a better actor.
We're Denzel. No, we're Denzel.
You are not Denzel.
Guys, the last point about this because we gotta move on.
Have some damn shame. You call yourself Denzel.
You are Denzel's son.
Have some damn shame.
We're Denzel, bro. We're Denzel.
Guys, last point because we got last point. I wanna touch on Liverpool and Arsenal as well.
Move on. No more points.
I want to touch on Liverpool and Arsenal as well in the games. I want to touch on Liverpool and Arsenal. No one but you was paying 60 million for lend me a euro. Yeah, lend me.
Nice. He still decided to join Man United, and people made up lies saying that he was on 190k a week and he was actually on 120.
You know, that's still double the amount Konate was on. That's why we didn't want to get him.
Cool story, bro. It's not my fault you want to pay 60 grand a week for your players, bro. That's not my fault, is it?
Anyway,
no, make it make sense. A player that hasn't got as much experience.
Okay, cool. I'm going to keep the same logic for you. Logic for Impact because nobody wanted to pay that money.
We don't need to do this every single time. Liverpool. By the way, I think that people are gonna cook Liverpool. Liverpool are gonna come back. Liverpool are gonna qualify. Liverpool are gonna be Galatasaray.
Before you. Is it because we're good, or is it because they ain't got no fans in that stadium? Because they ain't got no fans. Galatasaray are banned.
Who cares? What are you talking about? It's away.
Galatasaray got a ban.
Yeah, they got no. They can't go.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. But it's not going to affect anything. It's an away crowd, not a home crowd. If it was a home crowd, I'd hear it. But it's a away crowd. Oh yeah, I bet the roar of Anfield, they're going to be terrified by that little section of away fans. No, it's not.
I think it'll actually.
I don't think it's because of away fans. You guys, anybody here think that?
About Florian Wirtz, by the way.
Anyone here think? Okay, just before we go to Florian Wirtz or Salah or anybody, anyone here think that Galatasaray will actually win this time and go through?
Yeah, I do. I actually do.
No. Can you elaborate? Can you elaborate?
Like, watching Liverpool, they just don't look interested at all. Like all the players that are out on that pitch in that game against Galatasaray, right? I can't even tell you if I think Torreira and Lamina had a good game, or if Gravenberch, Szoboszlai, McAllister, and Wirtz.
No, get it right. Gravenberch
just decided not to turn up. Like I can't name one Liverpool player that I thought was playing good.
He had one good game.
Konate got bailed out by VAR because he was stripping. Right? It was just embarrassing from back to front. Right? No one believes in the manager, and the players don't believe in the manager. The fans don't believe in the manager. The board believe in the manager for whatever stupid reason. Right? It's a mess. It's a mess.
Hold on. No. I'm really disappointed in you, mate, because honestly, there's someone you didn't mention, and it's really. Bear in mind, by the way, I'm going to read out these stats, by the way, because I've got it right here. So, Florian, hold on. They don't call me stat. They don't call me statman touchline for nothing, right? Let me read out these stats. Florian Wirtz. I know it's not. This is Premier League. Florian Wirtz against top 10 Premier League teams, 1 goal and an assist. Ekitike against top 10 Premier League teams, 1 goal and an assist. 2 of the biggest bums in the Premier League, the most overrated frauds. This Wirtz guy, they're already at that stage where they're bringing out Leverkusen comps on Twitter. This is what we've got coming. Florian Wirtz, the superstar. If you don't see what Florian Wirtz brings to Liverpool, then you don't understand football. We see what he does, mate. He's 2 streaks of straight ass. He is shit. Do you get what I'm saying? He is dusted. You spent 115 million or something on those lines?
Something like
that, is trash. He is trash. And I'm going to get onto the guy that broke his leg. You spent £250 million on that. And then you spent another 90 million on a guy who can't score against a top 10 team. You lot are embarrassing. You
did. You said he scored 1 goal against a top 10 team.
They tried.
1 goal and assist.
Rom,
So
they tried very hard.
It might have been an assist. I actually don't know.
Guys, is that KG? Go ahead.
They tried very hard, Galatasaray, to give you that game in the first 10 minutes.
Oh, that was embarrassing.
Davison Sanchez was literally he should have had on your green away kit because he was trying to play in. Florian Wirtz, those 2 chances that he missed, I know one of them bounced up.
And it's inexcusable.
But those they absolutely, like, for 15-20 minutes in their ground when their crowd is going batshit crazy, were just trying to do it. And that's exactly what they did when they played Juve in the second leg. They were absolutely terrible in terms of,
which is why I still think we will win.
Everton.
And you guys could not do anything. And any long ball over the top, they were shook of Osimhen. Like Van Dijk, Konate did not want
Gomez as well.
Hold on, KG, can I ask you a question? KG? Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, of course.
So, do you remember that argument that people used to say, and I'm not saying I necessarily agree with it, but remember when they used to say about Van Dijk, how he's always played against the easiest centre forwards rather than the generation that Terry, Vidic, and Rio and that went up against, and he comes up against a running behind strong centre forward, that he can't exactly body or outpace, and he struggled. Do you know what I'm saying?
He played up against Lewandowski, the Cannibal Suarez, and Benzema.
Again, did you hear what I said, or not? And what did he do against Suarez exactly? What did he do against Suarez? Because Suarez scored.
Locked
He didn't
him up.
exactly bully Suarez, did he?
Remind me what he did in the second leg, or was he just
Suarez missed chances that had nothing to do with Van Dijk? Suarez had chances he missed.
Suarez had 0 chances in that game. What are you talking about?
He's the one with Ellison.
Can we talk about
that wasn't Suarez, bro. That was Coutinho and Messi that had the 1v1.
Why do we always go back to Suarez, Coutinho? Why do we always go back to history? Why is this turning into a history lesson?
Can we talk about their current?
Can we talk about the game? Can we talk about Liverpool this season? Not Coutinho.
No, Mo. It's another fallacy.
No, Ram. I'm sorry.
No,
guys, can we really to stick to what? No, I'm not doing it. Guys, I'm sorry, guys. We're not gonna stick to what we're talking about. I don't want to go back to like 10 years ago when Liverpool played Barcelona.
I'm not letting rewrite history, bro.
Yeah, forget what era history. It doesn't matter. Stop bringing up history, guys. We're talking about Liverpool now. We're talking about Liverpool, a team that spent over 400 million and not getting enough stick because the fans are saying, "Yeah, we failed. Fine, okay, you failed." Right? Are these players going to come good? Is Verts going to turn it around? Is Verts going to lead you to challenge for the league again? Is Ekitike going to lead you to challenge for the league again? Is Salah finished? What about Konate? What about Van Dijk? Is Kirkis good enough? This is what we need to talk about, not freaking Coutinho. Who knows what Coutinho is now?
Coutinho. You know what it is, Mo? It's touchline, bro. It's touchline every time. Because touchline likes to get out of the car whenever he wants. Like we're driving on the motorway and he's supposed to get out of the car, open the door, jump out the car whenever he wants. I'm sick of it, bro. I'm reporting.
You know he's grabbing that history book too, Paz, but right before he jumps out.
Now, that's why he's looking away from the screen. He's typing away. He's looking for sense right now.
In the group chat of Suarez's 1v1.
See, I told you he's looking for the. I told you he is.
Habibi. Can we go back to Liverpool now? Can we go back to Liverpool?
He literally runs towards goal.
By the way, we can make a show about the history of Liverpool versus Man United. We can absolutely do this. We stick to what we have now.
Ultimately, I don't like people trying to say that touchline lies. Like, I've got the best memory on YouTube. You'll never find a person with a better memory on YouTube.
He just lied about Cheshire. He lied about the fact that Van Dijk never played against.
What did I lie about Cheshire? What did I lie about Cheshire? Oh my gosh!
As well, bro.
What did I lie about Cheshire? I just tried to gas it up.
Shit. You're lying. There's a difference between gassing up shit and lying. You are blatantly lying, my friend. That's it.
Listen, I said Cheshire. Bro. I tried to gas up Cheshire. Cheshire is known for having some nice mansion houses. That's why.
But you definitely lied about Cheshire.
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to say. But to be honest with you, I've never been Cheshire, so I just heard it was good.
Exactly. What are we doing?
No.
I know Holly Oaks is really.
I really don't want this to turn, guys.
Are we talking about the game? KJ,
we're talking about Liverpool. We're talking about Liverpool now.
Hold on. Let's just go around the panel real quick. Who thinks Liverpool will turn it around second leg at Anfield?
They will win 100%.
About 5 minutes.
Can I give you? Can I give you? No, KJ, can I give you a reason why?
I think they'll go through. I think they'll be the only English team to go through, other than them and Arsenal. Sorry,
no, Arsenal will pack up Leverkusen. They'll pack up Leverkusen. The reason why I'll say we beat them is because the main thing is we still had our chances, which we didn't take in Istanbul, and also the way that I saw them against Juventus, brother, they played low block, they look crap. They played a highlight, they look crap. Every time defensive, they just look so poor. And Mo knows this. Mo knows I've been keeping an eye on Italian football this season. Juventus are horrible, bro. Horrible. So if a Juventus team can do it, it's not a big ask. It's not a big ask
against
for
us either, if I'm honest, in the league phase. Like we made light work of them, and
bro, this wind is mad, bro.
But Ram, you made that point about the fans, right? And obviously, I think that works actually in their favor, because Konate is going to be able to hear all the groans every time he picks up the ball from your fans. He's going to hear all the sighs every time he touches that ball. The same with Salah as well. You know, I just.
I know it's off topic. Is he leaving, by the way, Konate?
Does he know what's happening?
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know.
He hasn't signed a new deal, but the thing is, I've not heard anyone. I know
Real Madrid don't want him.
Real Madrid publicly. Imagine they publicly announced the other way. They publicly announced they did not want him to sign him. But where is it? Might go PSG. PSG didn't need a centre back, but I don't think they should go for him. I think PSG need a good centre back, not a both.
He's gonna sign a new contract with Liverpool for less money because no one wants him.
That's
smart business from Liverpool, isn't it? Smart business.
Real Madrid is Denzel, Arsenal or Epstein. It's haram, bro.
Nah, Chelsea's Epstein, bro.
Mad. Still mad.
I think that there's nothing to talk about like Arsenal, to be honest with you, other than I don't know.
They should have won.
Why they should have won?
Because it's Leverkusen. They shit.
I can't talk.
Rams tried his hardest there, and he's
Leverkusen.
Rams just ran through on goal and then missed.
How did I miss?
Oh, what, like Suarez?
So why they should have won? Why they should have won? I'm sorry, they should have won. Yeah,
one because Patrick Schick, their best striker, wasn't there. Was for one, and I honestly, the defense is not that good. Leverkusen have been a bit of a mess this season. And then Kasper Hjulmand somehow was able to steady the ship, but they're still not good. I think they're 6th in the league, if I'm not mistaken. And they're behind a couple of Europa League level teams. Why? Because I know Stuttgart is 4th in the league. So again, it's probably the biggest shock, I think, because I thought Arsenal would deal with them. Not like a 4-0 packing, but like they'll deal with them like a young 2-0 or 2-1.
Yeah, but this is the problem with being a top team. You go into every game and people say, "Oh, Arsenal should deal with them." But at some point, we have to not deal with someone. Otherwise, you're going to go perfect and beat everyone the entire season, which is what I've been saying from the beginning. Like you're going to have games and periods where you're not playing well. Like at the end of the day, we're playing with 11 humans. It's not every day that they're all going to show up and be unbelievable. For me, like one of the things that we're really good at is when we don't show up and we don't look good. We're not leaving with L's. We're not leaving with L's. We're leaving with something. And for me, if we're away and we haven't left with a loss and we're going to the Emirates, we might as well have won.
That penalty killed them. I think that penalty at the end equalized them.
Although I don't think it was a penalty, it's mad to slide in there. It's mad. He's gone mad.
What do you expect? He's attacking midfielder. He's attacking midfielder.
What I always say in situations like that is, I don't think it was a penalty, but you never give the ref a decision to make.
Can I understand why you don't think it's a penalty? Hold on. Why don't you think it's a penalty?
I just don't think the contact was like
sufficient
that much, like sufficient, for him to I've seen tackles like that in the box that haven't been given. But with all that being said, like I said, it was idiotic for him to slide in. You don't give the ref a decision to make.
Give him a decision.
Like
the fact that VAR let it stay though, it shows like VAR's a piece of shit.
What's worse?
VAR is completely useless.
What's worse on a defensive aspect? He had no need to do it. Because Tapsoba was right in front of him.
He lost his mind.
If he did, I'll be honest. Though, if he didn't do that slide and Madueke kept going, he's through on goal.
Tapsoba wasn't there to cover.
No, I hear that. I do hear that.
Tapsoba come out and slide it across, and it's over, bro. So he had to do something, but it just wasn't him that needed to do it, because where he slid in as well you slid in front of the ref as well.
He's a midfielder,
so
bro.
all the ref can see is you sliding and Madueke fall on the floor. You can't see. It just looks like contact. The issue is that VAR lets it stand.
Paz, it's an attacker's challenge. He's an attacking midfielder. What do you expect?
He's an attacking.
Well, at the end of the day, like, bro, I'll be honest.
That's also very true as well.
I'll be honest. It wasn't a pen, but ultimately it's gonna mean nothing because Arsenal are gonna go through, bro. Like, even if they lost.
However, there is something that yesterday. I actually think that if Arsenal are to win this competition, they need to pick up form because momentum is what takes you to the finish line.
I don't think they'll win the competition.
Like for me, what PSG, I think, based on the history, momentum takes you through games. Like PSG might have started the season last season not great, but the momentum in the knockout stages, winning games convincingly as well. I know against Liverpool, I know they lost, but they packed Liverpool in the first game. They packed him in that first game. Alisson had the game of his life. Then against Villa, then in the semi-final against Arsenal in the final. Arsenal need to have a convincing win. I'm not sure if Arsenal have it in them like Real Madrid to actually be. Arsenal,
they have a chance next leg.
Yeah, they need to play better. Are Arsenal gonna completely annihilate Leverkusen? I don't know if they.
I don't think annihilate, but they're gonna.
Yeah, remember, Arsenal have Man City in 4 days after that or 5 days after this, which is the final.
They could deal. That's what I'm saying. Won't annihilate, but they could deal with them. As in, like 2-0, 2-0 comfortable win. You know what I mean? It's not. Is it too much to ask, Paz? It's not. I don't think it's too much to ask, is it?
It's not, but there are players that are not performing. I thought Saka was terrible yesterday. I thought Martinelli. I thought Martinelli was terrible.
Saka. Ding ding ding
Yeah.
ding ding.
But you know why?
He had a bad game, bro.
The whole team was bad, except nobody. Like the whole team.
Saka's been
but you know why I single out? But you know why I single out Saka? Because I single out Saka because Saka is Arsenal's. Okay, no, because it's Arsenal's best player. I single him out because he's the one that is supposed to.
Hold on. Since when? You lot said this. Since when has when has Arsenal been Saka and Inshallah?
Most valuable player.
I never said that.
But
he's your best player.
So since when has he been our most? You lot keep talking about our defense, and then you all keep saying Saka's our best player.
No,
that's
he's
the buzzword. You always talk about Gabriel, and then you go back to saying Saka's our best player. That's just not true.
I will respond to this very. For the last 3 years, Saka has been the catalyst of Arsenal's attack. Is that wrong to say?
Their attack's been shit.
Nah,
but he's been the main guy for the attack. He's been the main guy for your attack.
But if you're the main guy,
if you're talking about front three, then yeah.
If you're the main guy in a shitty movie,
front three for sure.
Do you get credit for that?
No, Saka. Even by the way, even last season with Saka, guys, last season with Saka's injury, Saka still put out a number. Season before, when no one from the attackers picked up great numbers, Saka was on par with player of the season Foden in terms of GA. Saka has always been Arsenal's best player. Saka has always been Arsenal's standout attacking player.
Why bring up Foden?
Now.
Foden was a midfielder.
Foden's putting up better numbers in the league than.
Say that again. I'm sorry. Say that. Say that
Why
again.
are you saying in the
Why
league?
would you
Why are
bring
you
up
saying in the
Foden
league?
when Foden's a
I don't even think that's true. Hold on, I don't even think that's true.
That is true.
I don't think that's true.
What? I'm sorry. What are we talking about? I'm sorry. What are we talking about here? I'm sorry. Stop. Everyone, stop. What are we guys talking about? What are we talking about?
I said Saka.
Bring up Foden because Foden and Saka are comparable. They're both attacking players. They're both the same age.
Foden plays midfield.
No, he plays as an attacking midfielder, bro.
This is what I hate, bro. Foden is
touchline. This is absolutely this is bullshit, bro.
Foden probably spends more time in the box than Saka, bro.
What are you talking about? Touchline. Go to. Do you want to check? Do you want to actually check attackers versus defenders? Just go check against midfielders. Go check. I don't want to get stuck here. The reason why I mentioned Foden, right, is that because Foden won Player of the Season. Saka, even when Arsenal didn't win the league and didn't have an outstanding player, Saka was the outstanding attacker. That's why I think that Saka should actually a little bit play better than what he did yesterday. Because I thought yesterday he lost a step. Like I was watching him yesterday, he lost a step, and I don't know why.
I'm not sure he came out and said, "Oh, I want to play shit today."
I'm sure he didn't. I'm sure he didn't.
He better not have.
Palmer didn't come out.
Sure
Palmer didn't come out yesterday and said, "I want to play shit." He didn't.
He better not
but he
have.
played like
Doesn't need
shit,
to
right?
play.
Yeah, but you're saying
Salah
it like it was an option. Like
He better not have.
I don't think Saka's shit because of what Saka's doing. If I'm honest, I think our
What do you
main
mean?
issue is getting the ball. I put it this way, and like I put it this way, yeah. When you look at, for me, we've changed a lot of variables in one area, and we haven't changed variables in the other area. And what I mean by that is cool. At the beginning of the season, people were getting onto Odegaard. Odegaard's the problem. Now we have Eze. Now Eze is the problem. We've seen Saka be the problem. Now people are getting onto Madueke. Basically, the point is everyone's gotten into every single attacker we have had, but no one has gotten onto the person that's supposed to give it to these players in attacking positions.
Okay,
and
so
I watched Zubimendi for the whole game,
Zubimendi,
yesterday, and I don't think I saw him turn and pass the ball forward once.
yeah, me too. I was saying the same.
What did I say on Monday?
Somebody
said that.
I told you about him. He's a
Let him
bum.
finish because I want to go.
just
Let him
love
finish
the-
because I want to go back to the
you got
Saka
just
situation.
love the
I want to go
word.
back to the Saka
You got
situation.
to
No,
stop
can
the
we
word.
move
If you
on
get
for
off Twitter for 5 minutes and watch a football game, maybe you feel a bit differently.
Okay, so go back before anyone talks. Going back to Saka, the reason why I'm on to Saka and Zubamendi yesterday, you're spot on.
No, you wasn't.
Zubamendi
Yes,
had so many chances. Zubamendi had so many chances to turn and pass the ball forward. He chose the safe option, which is pass backwards and get it back again and pass it sideways. He chose that. The reason why I'm getting into Saka yesterday, because I thought that Saka got into good positions yesterday to make things happen for the team. And he didn't. He got dispossessed a couple of times. He failed to dribble people. His touch was not great. In the final
When
third.
Saka gets the ball, he's got it all to do, though. He's got everything to do when he gets the ball.
And maybe he got the ball multiple times on the right side. He couldn't do anything with it.
Yeah, he gets the ball on the right side in the middle of their half. Like there's a lot of ground to make up between the touchline and the middle of their half to their goal. It's a lot of ground to make up. And
But he used to do that all the time. He used to do that. Not halfway line.
There's a lot of times where, for me, like, if you just turn and play, even if you look at people were like, "Oh, Odegaard, why are you always dropping so much to get the ball?" Now Eze's doing it. Why is that? Why are they both doing it? Those variables have changed. They're not even the same. Eze and Odegaard are not even similar type of players. Why are they both coming to the centre backs to get the ball every single time? Why? At some point, you've changed all these variables. It can't be, bro. If we go and get Yamal and you see him with the centre backs, bro, at some point you have to look at why do these people have to keep coming down here to get the ball?
This is the manager then.
No, I don't think it can't be the manager because these men have their own brains.
What is it?
For me, it's Zubamendi's job. But Saliba and Gabriel break the line more than Zubamendi. Rice also doesn't do it because I've always said I don't think he's even capable of doing that on a consistent basis. So for me, now you've got a double. Think about it. Before, I put it this way, yeah. The one thing that's changed from when we used to play attacking and now we don't is we used to have a fullback that inverted to play with whatever DM we had, and that fullback was generally a ball playing, line breaking player. Like Zinchenko, Timber's done it from the left. These are players that can play those passes and break lines, or even Skelly. These are people that can actually carry the ball through the line and actually find it. Now our double pivot is Rice and Zubamendi. The ball can't get through because they don't. Zubamendi's not doing it, and Rice has never been that type of player. So for me, I think our biggest problem is the base of that midfield. Once we actually change that back, like for me, now that Timber don't invert and he's sitting between the striker and Saka, I'd rather just push Rice on, move Zubamendi to left, and just invert Timber again, bro.
What do you think?
What's these rumors about potentially getting Livramento to replace Timber?
He's not, but he doesn't do that either. In fact, sorry.
Livramento's a runner.
Let's say he does, and you put Timber on the left and you inverted him, and then you had Livramento overlapping Saka with Odegaard in the middle. That makes sense to me because that's where we was at our best when we had Ben White, Odegaard, and Saka on the right. But for me now,
when you guys play,
I agree. I think Ben White's actually definitely a better crosser.
Ben White.
KJ, what do you say?
I would say when you play Timber and Timber gets forward, he's always underlapping, so he's always in the spot that Saka wants to be in.
Always,
and then you put Eze and you put Odegaard in there.
and Eze want to be there.
Yeah, and it's so many people in one area, and you need to isolate. Even though Saka, I agree with you, Mo. Saka has absolutely lost a step, but he's strong. He can drop a shoulder. He can get by a defender. He needs the space. So he either needs to be the touch on the touchline and have that 1v1, which you probably don't want because he's good cutting in on that left foot. He can beat you down the outside too. But you need somebody that's not going to congest that area. To me, everything that you said, Paz, I agree with. But I think the root cause of it is your manager. I think they do that because your manager is telling them that's what they should be doing in those situations.
I don't think the manager's telling Zubamendi to not pass forward.
Facts.
I think the only thing that could potentially happen though is Arteta could say we are prioritizing control, get control, and then do it. But now I think now it could be a mind games thing where now it's like, okay, I'm gonna take everything this person said and not have any individuality, which I don't think I can blame on Arteta.
But here's the thing though, you've seen him
want control.
You've seen him do that in the beginning of the season, though. Like you've seen, like,
Zubamendi, his numbers were up there with progressive passes, which is forward passes, not sideways and backwards. But then his numbers dropped.
You can't, bro. There's no way Arteta said you're passing forward way too successfully.
Zubamendi was.
I don't think so.
That did not happen.
No, but he wouldn't say that. He'd probably say something along the lines of maybe
Zubamendi was doing this.
On the
Zubamendi
ball.
was doing this at Sociedad. He was doing this at Sociedad. He wasn't known for passing forward. He was always known for. He was known for carrying the ball. He was good at carrying.
I disagree. But I watched him with my eyes at Arsenal in the beginning of the season. He used to pass forward between the lines. Numbers don't lie,
Zubamendi started mad, bro. Zubamendi, when I first saw him come to the Arsenal team, I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
He was passing the ball forward. He used to go. He used to actually skip midfielders to pass to wingers. Zubamendi. There is one thing in football. There is one thing for the people that play football know skipping. Skipping shake defenses. You skip the next pass to go to the guy next to him. You curl it to the winger instead of passing to Saliba. Then Saliba passes to Saka. Zubamendi used to do these things. Zubamendi yesterday, multiple times, there is the skipping option to go to Saka to shake the defense and have Saka on Martinelli. He would choose the simple one to the guy next to him, to Rice or Saliba.
We never switched the ball.
Zubimendi's a carrier.
Exactly that. That's part of the switch is not only the diagonal, it's the skipping. You skip, you go from one guy in the middle.
Any of that. We don't do none of that.
They stopped doing the shit. They stopped doing it. Yesterday, I was screaming at the screen. Skip the guy. Go to the next one.
That's
go
the
to
question. They got the players. They have the quality players that are able to do it. So why aren't they doing it? Is it because the manager wants to prioritize control? Maybe
I don't
it's
know.
All about, I think it's a mixture.
It's a bit of both.
I don't know.
No, but maybe the manager, the manager wants to take out these high risk. He sees those skipping passes as the high risk balls that he doesn't want to see.
Arteta said something, and the players are probably taking that a little too literally.
Maybe.
No, I think Zubamendi. I think Zubamendi is scared to make mistakes.
He was on a run of mistakes as well. Zubamendi was also on a run of mistakes.
I know this. Listen, when you make mistakes, in your mind, you just want to complete all your passes. So you choose the safe options because you don't want to make that risky one that will be intercepted and you'll be on transition and you drop back. Zubamendi has the options and he doesn't do. For Declan Rice, I am not sure if Declan Rice has the ability or not the ability. We've been saying it about Declan Rice carrying the ball. I think Declan Rice has the ability to make that long passes, these diagonal, this 30, 40-yard passes. He doesn't do them often as well. He doesn't.
I think like people say, like, don't get me wrong, technically he's capable of hitting a long pass and he's technically got it. But if you're talking about the concept of him being the person that controls the tempo of our game, it doesn't work.
No, he doesn't.
It didn't work. So for me, you ask him to do that, now it's just mixed signals. Like he's been best for us being a cannon and driving into space, not like conducting what we got going on. Zubamendi is better than that. The only thing Zubamendi needs to change is a bit more adventurous with his passing range. Once he does that, I think Zubamendi alone has the ability to change everything we're doing. I genuinely believe that. Like Zubamendi changes, like just gets a bit more. I put it this way, even though when Norgard plays, it's against shitter players. But when he is playing, all of a sudden, everyone looks like they got way more energy. Everyone's way faster. The ball moves way faster because he's coming on and just being a kraken and slapping the ball when he sees it and does it. Like he just sees it and does it. So every time Norgard plays, no matter how long it is, it looks very different. Same with Calafiori. Like a lot of the things that are happening now, when you see these players come in, even Madueke, because he's a type of player that doesn't really count on anyone else putting him in a better position, and he just kicks the ball and runs at people. It looks like, oh my god, like when he came on against Leverkusen and did that, it looked like, oh my god, wow, what a world-class player. When reality is all he did is fucking kick the ball and run and then kick it in between two players, bro. But the change in pace is what looks so surprising. Our pace is so, our pace is so slow.
Your tempo is so slow.
That takes tempo.
It's so slow.
Yeah, it's like so slow. It's labored.
But it's not even just that it's slow. There's no, like, for example, Barcelona's pace was slow, but they could turn it up.
The risk taking in passing is straight. And in dribbling. They take risk in dribbling.
They did not take risk. They would stuck people in and change the tempo. There's a very big difference. What they did is not take risks. Barcelona are not they're a risk-adverse team. They would suck people in, and because they have the quality to dribble, they would. But at the end of the day, it's all in the art of dragging people in. We actually don't drag people in, and we also, because people are just happy to sit there. They're not going to come out and press us. And then when we do try and change the tempo, we normally lose the ball. I'll be real, because we're going from dead flat. We're thinking, when are these not going to come out? They don't come out. Then we have to try something stupid, and we lose the ball. Like a lot of the times, like genuinely, I feel like.
Let me see what Jamal is saying here.
The way we kill teams is actually playing it between the lines.
An Arsenal fan, Jamal is an Arsenal fan. He says that all this talk about tactics is due to lack of attacking quality. Both Arsenal and PSG created the same XG yesterday. PSG scored 5. That's the difference.
You know what's crazy? Real quick on that super chat.
Is that the same? Does anybody think that super chat is?
Well, first thing, you're forgetting that a penalty is literally 0.75 XG straight away. So like.
No, 0.62.
This tactical nonsense has ruined my sport, mate. On XG hype in 2026. You are a wrong. Respect for your super chat, but you're a wrong one. Respect. I'm gonna check. Anyway, I'm gonna check.
I don't think so. Like, even though people say that, we need this, we need that. I think like a lot of the times, people want to solve problems with signings. A lot of the time, it's not about signings. You've seen a lot of teams change their approach to. You've seen a lot of teams change their approach to things, and they look like a completely new team. I don't think what we even need is signings. I think what we need is. I think what we've done now is established a really good base. We just need to understand how we get from back to front a lot better. Because at one point, that's what we were unbelievable at. We were unbelievable at getting the ball from back to front. Now we're terrible at it. Once we figure that out,
that's crazy. That's actually don't mean anything. 0.90. They scored 5 goals.
Yeah, put that stat in.
But I think we'll figure it out.
Bro, I actually think that if Arsenal win the league this season, okay, so should they change it or keep the same way?
Tweak it. It's not change. It's not about changing it. It's tweaking it.
You should because you should always evolve.
You should always evolve, but you don't just throw
Hold on.
away.
So I'm gonna tell you something. So Arsenal used to play that quick brand of football that is exciting. You remember they packing teams 5 and they were attacking, committing players, taking risks. Saka used to dribble a couple of people and then cross and people make late runs and runs. Hold on. Let me just finish that point. That point is not about that. That brand of football didn't win them the league. No. Let me finish that point. If this brand of football winning them the league, that's the definition of evolution. They evolved. They won the league. So why would they go back? So logically speaking, if I'm Arteta, I'm like, I evolved. Why would I want to go back? Evolution is going forward. I evolved and I won. Why would I want to go back? That's de-evolved or whatever that is.
Firstly, they would have won the league if they weren't competing up against the juggernaut, cheating 115 charges football club.
Right.
At least one.
Touchline on the topic.
I'm sorry that managers don't think like that. Touchline, they don't.
But I'm just saying. I'm not saying they should go back to that football anyways. I'm just saying that, you always have to evolve. Like every great manager that continued to stay at the top evolved.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. They like next season they could go and say, right, cool. Next season we're going to go and get a left winger. And we're going to go and get an overlapping fullback that can actually cross a ball. Do you get what I'm saying? They already have Ben White, in my opinion. He's really good at crossing, but he doesn't use him, right? And then they can end up playing a bit more direct.
I don't know why he doesn't use Ben White. Unless Ben White is injured.
Ben White is constantly, bro. He's going through
I didn't even know. I genuinely thought he was available.
He's not in the
I think it wasn't even. I think he wasn't even in the squad yesterday or something like that.
Bro, he's constantly like that. You see that season when he kept playing for injury, he fucked his body up.
Nah. Who's this?
That's Ben White.
Ben White fucked his body. There was like 6 months where we were in injury hell, and he kept playing for his injury, and I think he's just fucked his body up.
We'll see how it goes with Arsenal. I think, let me ask everyone, is the gap going to increase this weekend, or is it going to stay the same, or is it going to decrease? Arsenal play Everton at home, West Ham, host Man City.
West Ham!
If it increases, it's so finished.
West Ham are going to beat Manchester City this weekend.
What do you mean, Nathan? What do you mean if it increases? You're playing West Ham away, bro.
Yeah, it can't be like have you seen our record against West Ham? If we drop points, then it's the darkest thing. It's darker than
high line. I get Bowen and Somerville running at the high line.
Somerville as well. Somerville.
The sassy
Somerville's injured, no?
Is it?
Feeling.
He's in that. He picked up an injury against Brentford, no?
You hope so.
It was only a minor one, but it might keep him out for the match. Like, I don't know
hope so.
Feeling.
It's dark when you're worried about a song.
Both teams had the same. Both teams had the same XG from open play. I'm watching Eucharist week in, week out. Pass the ball off the pitch, uncontested. He cannot trap the ball.
The way PSG play football, I love it. It's why I want Enrique at United. It's none of this tactical hipster shit. Yeah, it's fucking direct football. I'm going to get my fullback just bombing forward every time I go to attack. I'm not got this inverting shit and overloading the midfield guys and in the half space guys. No, I've got my DM dictating play. I've got my wingers taking on their fullbacks, cutting inside and shooting. It is beautiful. It's exquisite football. Do you get what I'm saying? So it is a system. Just because
getting the best out of the players. That's it.
Yeah. Well, you could say that.
He's also got one.
Just got
no end products. Look at that goal yesterday.
Actually, just to say that he's actually correct. Both teams created 0.8 xG from.
I agree. I never
play actually.
Hold on, who's he talking about? He's talking about Arsenal, Leverkusen.
Arsenal and PSG. However, I think PSG had. If you're watching the game, this is the way when I'm like XG doesn't represent the game. PSG had clearer chances than Arsenal in that game against Chelsea, without a shadow of a doubt. It's not gonna change my mind that having the same XG.
They play quicker. They just mate, they're such a good team.
They have
better
quality.
If they win a Champions League again this season, they're gonna go down as one of the best teams ever.
I think Bayern. I'm not sure if they're gonna win it. But I want to see Bayern versus PSG in the semi-final. I want to see Arsenal versus Barcelona. That's what I want to see.
Barcelona do not want to see us.
Yeah.
Then
I want to see Barcelona versus
Bayern in the semis. That's gonna be.
I actually wouldn't mind Diego Simeone against Arsenal again.
No more haram football, bro.
No, you don't say haram because we absolutely packed the life out of them. We did nothing.
It's still haram. They're both a haram football. It's both haram.
Your career scored of his knob. Like, come on, man. It was haram football.
I want to thank everyone that joined us, guys. This fantastic show. KG's channel in the description. Nathan's channel in the description. Touch Live Facts, of course.
Yeah,
in the
make
description.
sure to go check the highlights of my stream yesterday because I crashed out big time.
Rusky, go check the watch along.
By the way, this is the same fraud that messaged me. Look at
live.
This is why we.
Oh, is that you, Nathan? Yeah.
This is why we should look.
Yeah, I was in his chat. Yeah, I got in his chat and I was chatting mad shit, and then like halfway, like I think it was when they made it 3-0. I say on stream, I was like, shit, I shouldn't have went in Paz's chat. Like it was dark.
And I didn't even get onto you today. I literally didn't even get onto.
I will see you guys later on MHF 10 p.m. UK time with myself and Sam will be there, of course. We'll see you guys tomorrow, and this will take you to Football Terrace. We're out of here, people.
2 frauds for the price of 1. Make sure you tune into them.